And we are live. How you guys doing? Hello everyone. Hello Mr. Philip, Jax, Electrans, Craig, Dizzy, Ollie, Kamado, Ovlock, Alexon, Luby, Bjornar. How you all doing? Leonia, Gunjan, Oni. I'm just waiting for the moment, okay, Ollie, so your song is gonna just be the background noise, and it's a really good background vibe, to be honest. Hey, Midnight Shadow, how you doing? Hey, Harsha, how you doing? Warmass, how you doing? C-Rose, how you doing? Happy to have you here. I saw your link. Hey, Mr. Mitchell, how you doing? We have, I think, around 46 songs. 8MQ, Miwan, Ozan, A-Logic. How is everyone doing? So far, we are with 33 already people inside, so I'm really happy with this. So keep on going. Happy New Year to everyone. Michael, how you doing? Nikusha, how you doing? Francesco, how you doing? Mr. Gazing, how you doing? Is Jefe already here? Because he's second. I want to make sure he's here to listen to his. Diego will be the third, so I'm not sure he'll be here. And then we have Dizzy fourth. So if Dizzy is here, we're gonna already bump you up on there. Let me know if the volumes are okay in terms of my microphone and also the loudness of the speakers. If you posted, Warmas, if you posted on the Discord, yes, I got it. Not sure if you're not posted over there. Hey Morty, how you doing? Background's a little loud, okay, so let me know if this is better. Wait a sec, I'm just going to adjust. Volume is good. Hello Thomas, how you doing? Let's go for another round over here, and then we can start this live stream again. I feel that one more minute, and then we can start here. Let's go, Mr. Dummy Splash Hiroshi. How you all doing? Okay, Thomas, you just submitted. I think it will. I think so far we have not enough songs for 4 hours, so I feel that it will. And I mean, in 2 minutes, I will definitely take this over, okay? Again, as usual, if you want to get bumped and you want to cut the queue, you can go here in the description and you have the link here to buy me a coffee, and then you get bumped over there. And I really appreciate this. But let's start here with Mr. Ollie now. Mr. Ollie is already here. And I think that I've already set this up over here already. So, to be honest, Ollie, I listened to this and I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm gonna give feedback to him, because like this is really, really good. Hey, Mr. Oscar, how you doing? Hey, Jericho, how you doing? Hey, Andrew, how you doing? 44 people already here. Let's make it to 50. I mean, this is really good. Like, I honestly don't know what to say here. Like, this is really, really good. Like, the balance, everything is really good. The kick, normally I'd say like the kick needs to be a bit louder than the bass, than the sub, but I feel that now it's like, it feels really on point with the genre and everything, you know? Yeah, exactly. I agree with Ani, what he's saying. You can really make an amazing drum and bass track with this as well. This is sounding pretty, pretty good. I mean, for the drum and bass, I'd really have to like respect the order over here. Like, I would love to listen to it, leave it over there, but I feel that I need to respect the order over here. Otherwise, people are gonna get mad. But this is like really good. The vocal is spot on. The ambiences are spot on. Like, I definitely listen to this. We are in 49 people already, so 49 people. Let's tune in. And I mean, like, what I normally used to say to you, which was like, how can I say? The part 2 of the song is a bit too repetitive, not like the drop 2 could have something different. Even this you're doing, so like, hats off to you because it sounded really nice. Just one sec over here. Like, this is really good. Like, I honestly have nothing to say on here. Like, and you can see the response over here in the crowd. This is really, really nice. Hey Dennis, how you doing? Well, I would recommend just releasing it. You know, you can try self-releasing that. That could have really good stuff. You know, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go here 4 hours again. Hey Jensen, how you doing? Yeah, I have no comments, to be honest, Ollie. Like, this sounds really good. I really like everything. Just go for it. I feel that it's really, really good. Let's go to Dizzy because he's already here. I'm not sure if Jefe is already here. So let me just adjust the loudness over here because this needs to be a bit louder, but not so loud because we're gonna get a bump of loudness over here as well. I'm just gonna skip this. We have a lot of requests today, so my pleasure, Ollie. Thank you for the coffee. Really appreciate it. Mr. Axel, how you doing? Hey Cairo, how you doing? Hey David, how you doing? As this is still your intro, I wouldn't do chords here. I would keep the same vibe, just one note. Just so you can go full blast over here in your drop, like, and you don't lose the excitement in the drop, you know? Like, keep the intro a little bit shorter, a little bit more to the point, in my opinion. The song might be a bit too loud, so I'm just gonna lower it a little bit. But this is, like, really good stuff, you know? I mean, that's exactly, I think that the last time that you sent me the song, like, this is exactly what I meant with making sure that, how can I say? Like, the song has a part 1 of the song, and now when you start introducing the chords and the chord changes and everything, and the leads and everything. Possibly I would get a little bit more punch also. Hey Mr. Philip, how you doing? Hey Full Octave, how you doing? Really good stuff so far. That's exactly what I was missing. You added over there, so hats off. Really good stuff. If you're new to the server and you haven't never submitted a song before, you can just go on Discord, and on Discord you're gonna have to get a role over there. Otherwise you won't be able to submit your songs. So go on Discord, get a role, and then you submit it on the feedback live stream. Really good. Possibly I'd make the lead a little bit louder. Look who's here, Mr. Mixwarp. How you doing? I would make these zarps a little bit bigger. Like, I'm kind of missing a bit of more parts from this. Max, I'm not. The super chat is not working for me because it takes like a lot of time for it to get back to me. So you can leave it, you can go below over here and there's the buy me a coffee and it goes straight to me. This way it's a lot faster and a lot easier to you as well. Hey Mr. Mason, how you doing? Yeah, I just feel that this part is a bit too quiet. If you listen to this comparing to this needs a little bit more boost in the loudness, in my opinion. This could have a lot more loudness, but the quality of the vibe and everything, it's working really well. 60 people over here. Thank you so much. And Max, if you do it and submit a track, I bump you up as well. So yeah. Hey Modera. Yeah. Question to you guys. I'm feeling that the lead is a bit too stereo. Dizzy, I'm not sure if you took what we've done in the mono signal, but I'm kind of missing something in the mono signal over there. Hey JCR, how you doing? I'm good that the kick and the bass are really working together, like they're tight and everything. The lead is just that when I put it into the song in mono, I miss a bit of it, just so I can show it to you. But yeah, mono. Can you see how you lose the content over there? So definitely missing a bit of content over there in the mono. 69 people watching. Really love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Mr. Avenor, how you doing? From Australia directly. Yeah, I feel the lead needs to be a little bit more in the middle. I would add some of the elements that you're gonna have over here. This wow wow. I would add in the second part of the drop as well. Hey Nathan, how you doing? Ooh, someone bumped it. Morty, thank you so much. You're gonna be bumped as well. Really appreciate this. Hey Mr. Attican, how you doing? I'm just waiting for your tracks, dude. Really good stuff here, dude. So just to sum it up, I would make this a little bit simpler, the intro over here. Then you start doing the changes as you do. Make this part a little bit louder, the lead a little bit more in the mono, because here the lead is a lot more in the mono than over here. So a little bit here more in the mono. Hey Go Toast, how you doing? And a bit more elements over here in that part, but like this song, the low end and the levels and everything are just really, really, really good. So really appreciate everything. Hey Canera, how you doing? Let's keep on going over here. Jefe, are you already here? Yeah, so again, like it might be the Haas, but if as I remember that it wasn't that stereo. So I'm not sure if you disabled the mono signal, because it's important for that. Okay, so we have two of them. Gunjan, thank you so much. There's another one over here. Big Joe Kib, thank you so much again. Bump and Roast. So again, thank you so much to Gunjan. So I really appreciate it too. So someone, who is someone? Let me know who is the someone over there so I can bump it up as well. Let me just bump it up. We're gonna have to bump this guy. We're gonna have to bump Morty as well. We're gonna have to bump also. Where are you? Boom, 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 boom. I'll keep on going and I'll find you. Maybe I just didn't add you yet. Midnight Shadow, it's your turn. Hey, Mr. Benjamin, how you doing? Oh, thank you so much, Max. I really appreciate this. 71 people, dude. 71. We need 3 more to beat what we've done in the past one. 3 people more. Oh, it wasn't Morty. It was Motri. It was Jipopo. So yeah, okay. So I'll bump you up instead. So I like this a lot more than what you used to have. I still feel that the sub needs to be because you have something that is static. And yes, Electro Tens, I saw you did it on PayPal. Yeah, you're already here. Not Morty. You are here. There you go. You're in front of all them two. Yeah, I feel that it needs a bit more punch in the low end. Oops. Like the sub is a bit too static. Like if you listen to this part is bouncing, but this part is not bouncing. So I would recommend everything to bounce together, you know? Oh, who was this one? Vostok B, Dummy Splash. So I'm gonna bump you both. Let me just, I'm kind of confused. And one thing also, like here and here, percussion wise is the same thing, you know? So I'd recommend to maybe add a few more percussions over there to make the song grow a little bit more. And I'm gonna have to bump this song a little bit in terms of how fast I go, because the song is 8 minutes long and we're gonna go for a long live stream over here, so this way everyone gets to listen to their songs. Yeah, here I feel that again, I'm not sure if I would have this section over here. It feels a bit too much of the same, you know what I mean? This part is really nice. I would probably start this ARP in the drop and just go from here to the drop. Mr. Joe Kib, I'm not finding your song here, so if you could send it again on drop on Discord, I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, here I'm kind of missing a bit of... I'm liking the low end here, but same thing that the sub is a bit too static and the mids are bouncing, so you know what I mean? I like here that you change a lot more in the percussions and everything, like the percussions start growing a bit more, you start adding stuff. But I mean, like, melodically wise, you know, like, it's the same thing here and then here and here, you know? So I'm kind of wishing for more stuff to happen, you know, like I'm kind of wishing for more elements to add and more stuff that you could add over there, you know. Yeah, don't post it on a DM. Send it on the feedback live stream. Otherwise, I can't see it, you know. That's why I didn't see it before. Yeah, there you go. I have to bump. Yeah, so this part, that's the thing, you know, like, can you see how you come from something really low-endy, and then here, like, you basically don't have a low end over here. I'm not sure if I would, like, this is the part that I'm, like, really expecting something big to happen, you know? And it just... I don't know, like it needs bass here. You don't have a bass here technically, you know? And like for a song that it's like that dark, I feel that the bass is like really, really, really important, you know? Yeah, so this whole section, I feel that you need bass over there. Like otherwise it just... Like, you can go from here to here, but I would probably get rid of this section in the middle. I like the melodies, I like the ARP melody, the elements that you have there, but I just feel that like it's a bit too much of what you had before, you know what I mean? I'm kind of needing something else over there. Really hot in here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if you all agree with this, but I feel that, like, if we are to sum up over here, so this section over here, like, the ARP that you have, you could have started over here in the drop, and then you could lead from the drop to this section directly. This section over here, like, at the same time, at this section, you need more development in the percussions. This section, you need more development in the melodies. Then this section, I would probably take it off because I'm not really sure it fits, to be honest. And then here I'm kind of needing more like a more aggressive lead. That would be something really cool for this part, in my opinion. Let me get back over here, and I need to bump dummy splash. Okay, dummy splash is here, and boss stop. Boom. You keep this first. Okie dokie. We're good to go now. Midnight Shadow, hope you liked the feedback, and hope you liked it. And let me keep on going here with Mr. Eggplant. Are you guys here? I'm not sure they're there, so I'm just gonna skip. Jax, by the way, your song, the link wasn't not working, so you need to resubmit the song. I tried opening and it's not working, so you need to play it again. I know Amq is here, so I'm just gonna go with his track at the moment. So let's go now. This is really cool. And if you haven't done it yet, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that like button so we can share this with more people as well. And again, if you want to submit your tracks, you can submit it on the Discord, and you can just go over there, get a row, and then go to the feedback live stream. Hey, Mr. Alexei, how you doing? Ocean, how you doing? James, how you doing? Jax Appleban, as soon as you re-upload your link, send it over to me. Hey, John, how you doing? I'm kind of missing a bit more sub in the kick over here. Can you see how the kick over here, like, look at how loud the sub of your bass is and how loud the sub of your kick is. So I'm kind of wishing a little bit more over there. Hey Christian, how you doing? Hey James, how you doing? Oh, now it worked, Jax, so never mind. You're gonna be bumped as well, and I think that you're like pretty much one of the next ones. Hey Mr. Eggplant, how you doing? Hey Book Beats, how you doing? 73, we need one more, dudes, we need one more. Amq, back to you. This song is really good. I feel that you need a little bit more sub in the kick. That would be really nice. Exactly. As Mason said, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel as well. I wish I could have rely on bots. So, Joe Kid is before Motri, and Jax is the next one, actually. So Jax, you're in the next one. Firo, how you doing? Yusef, how you doing? This is really good, dude. I was gonna say like, oh, maybe you could add some ad-libs and vocal stuff in the background, but at the same time, you're already covering this with the vocal that you have. So, something that I'm not gonna say. Percussion-wise, this is really good. The only thing that I'm missing is a bit more low end. I would pick this bass, put it around -12, to be honest, this sub over here, and you can do it with like an EQ. Just come here and do something like this on your kick, okay? Hey Marlene, how you doing? And possibly you can raise the sub a tiny bit as well. But I really like the vibe here. Really amazing stuff. Really good, interesting stuff to listen to. We'll definitely play this, for example. Definitely keep this on my playlist. So yeah, good stuff here. You're improving a lot. And I feel that this is a potential release on Sakura as well, as Hiroshi said. So yeah, hats off to you, dude. let's keep on going over here. Jax, this is you. So AMQ, just an example, can you see how the kick over here is a lot louder over here? So yeah, that's just something that I would consider doing for your vibe over there. These vocals, I'd probably filter a little, like have a little bit more like a low cut in it, and probably a little bit more reverb as well. Okay, dude, like, I mean, for everything that you've been sending to me, this is like the most coherent song so far that you've sent me in terms of like my taste and what you like doing, okay? I'm missing a bit of bass, as you said that this is not the final thing, so that's something to look into it, especially that sub-region, because I'm kind of missing something over here. But the melodies are really nice. I kind of miss a little bit of ambience in the high end of the song. Possibly a bit more percussions as well would be nice, but the vibe so far is like, one thing that I wouldn't do is this, like, I kind of felt that the song was ending, you know, and then you come back with it. Do something to make sure that like you're not ending the song, you know, make sure that people understand that this is not an ending, you know. Another thing that I would recommend doing is arrangement wise, I would probably add a break over here, not a drop like this, because like I'm kind of going back to this and I'm kind of like, I've already listened to this, or no, so like how can you make this progression keep on going and keep on developing and everything, you know, because this is like almost the same thing as here, right? So I would recommend doing like a part A, part B, and part C, or like beginning, middle, end. At the moment it's feeling like beginning, middle, beginning, middle again, you know, like it's not flowing in a story that I'm like the storytelling of the song, you know what I mean? And again, I agree with Jericho, and I feel that it needs a little bit more transitions, like some sweeps and some swoops. But so far, dude, like what you've done over here comparing to what you've been doing, this is pretty good. I feel that you're developing. Some vocal samples could add a little bit more depth, and yeah, dude, congrats on this. You're improving a lot, and that's what matters. And yeah, let's keep on going now. Oops, not this one. Electro Tans. That's, yo, Eggplant is first, so Eggplant is here, right? Let me just make sure he is here. Yes, he's here. So let's feel enriched at the moment. Nathan, oh, you're Nathan. Wait a sec, you are here. Okay. Yeah, so I'd say like an hour, something like this. Hey, Mr. Alexon, how you doing? I would probably raise the kick a little bit. Alexon, I'm not sure I saw you there, to be honest. I may have skipped you. Have you submitted on the Discord? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm. Oh no, I'm not. Like, send it on the Discord. Like here now, it's just everything on Discord. Well, I can bring it there. Don't worry, Alexander. I also have Canera sending through this through. I have to get back to the feedbacks. Do 1 second. So, Mr. Eggplant, a bit more bass over here. I feel that the bass is fine, but I would possibly get a little bit more movement in the sound, in the bass. I feel that it could be beneficial to have a bit more movement in the sound. Yeah, and probably like a kind of transition over here. That would be really nice. And Alexon, let me, if you could send it on the Discord, it's just gonna be easier to me because like I have a lot of submissions as well over there on the other lists, so it'll be easier. Really good stuff, Eggplant. Really good stuff here. I really like that lead, and I would probably follow up with it like 75 people here. We've beat the last and the biggest live stream, so thank you all for this. Again, Happy New Year, if I haven't said this to you yet. But I really like I would recommend adding like a bit more over there of this. Like I'm missing this, to be honest. I'm missing a bit of grit in the sound, to be honest, you know? You're a legend, Alexon. Oh, I know that song. Wait, Dummy Splash is before. Oh, no, it's correct. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday with me, guys. I'm really appreciative of everything. I'm really appreciative of the song. Eggplant, to you. I feel that, again, a bit more kick, a bit more, like, effects. It's a really nice vibe. It's a really, like, soothing vibe to listen to. I feel that it needs more of, like, a lead here, like a wow, wow, wow kind of effects over there. I'm soon gonna start doing my voice effects. To you guys, I know that you all guys came from this and like only came from that for that, right? But let's keep on going over here. And Mr. Electro Tans over here. Andreas, is your time right now. Let me just raise it a little bit. But a really great vibe, Eggplant. Like really nice, like the vibe. And I really like the vocal again as well. I agree with Dummy Splash. One point here to the bass is that probably it could be a bit louder. Let me just do one thing here before. Just raising the signal over here just so we have something a bit better to look at. Hey Canera, how you doing? Dude, again, I would recommend if you could send it via Discord. Like I have it over here, but really would recommend if you could send it via Discord. I'm kind of missing a sub here, and I'm feeling that the bass is a bit too stereo, to be honest. Like when I put your song in mono, just so you can see it. And you see how you lose a bit of the content over there? And you can see that the sub is really low. Agree with what Gunjan is saying. The mix is better though than what you've sent before. But it just needs a bit more... Canera, I got you now. I feel that it needs a little bit more grit in the sound and a little bit more grit in the mono. Also a little bit more sub. Let me just see one thing here. Percussive wise, it grows and everything, so yeah. Hey Jefe, how you doing? So you're next. Oh, there you go. I feel that these percussions are a bit too loud though, but they are really nice. I feel that they could have a little bit less vibe, and I would not add this hi-hat over there. Maybe a ride would be really nice instead of a hat. I really like the vibe here though. Like it's something that I could see myself playing. A vocal ambience could be really nice in my opinion. They could actually like add something to the song in my opinion. I really like this lead again. I already said it before. I'm just kind of missing a bit of aggression, you know. Can we hear one of my unreleased tracks? I can show one. Well, I can't send this one, but all my unreleased tracks, they're essentially on YouTube. Like this hi-hat that you have, like it could be a bit higher. The unreleased track that I have, Ollie, that I could show, I can show. Jeffrey, I saw that you sent two. The first one is gonna go in the priority. The second one is gonna go, I'm gonna go through it, but it's gonna go later, okay? Just so I respect everyone that is sending one donation per track, you know? And here, Electro is just that I feel that the song kind of became a little bit too much of the same. I would probably make this a bit shorter. Like you can see that the drop starts at 222 and you are at 350, kind of with the same thing. So I would make it a bit shorter. Probably 1 minute is enough in my opinion, okay? But these are my comments on the song, and let's go to Jefe's song now. This is a bit too loud, and it's one thing to you guys, it's pouring rain over here, so if I suddenly drop, it's because the lights ran out, but like it's raining like I've never seen before in my life. So yeah, it's kind of raining ice as well, and it's not snowing. Anyway. So yeah, if I drop, heyo, exactly. It's like raining a lot. I wish I could show you. Like I'm not seeing the building that is like 100 meters away from me. The groove is really good, Jefe. Really, really good stuff. Now I can take this off. Maybe this kick is a bit too loud. Not necessarily, okay, but we're already gonna turn on the lights here. Really nice vocal, but there's a bit too much hiss in it. Too much like, you know? Yes, Rainy sample pack when, yeah. So, I feel that there's a bit too much kick. Like, it needs a little bit more work in the sidechain. Like, there's just too much stuff happening at the same time, you know? And I'm not hearing the song pumping as much as what I would want, to be honest, you know? I'm lowering because it's a bit too loud, okay? Hats off to you if it's you singing, dude, because really cool stuff. A bit more sidechain. I feel that that's the answer for this song. But the vibe is really good, the way that you develop everything. I would not use this hat over there. I'd probably add something a little bit more like a shaker. Mr. Andrew, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. You're a legend for being here, Hiroshi. Thank you so much. I really like the vibe here. I feel that the song and the vibe is really good. I feel that the mixing, I feel that this transition is a bit too abrupt. Everything just like boom, you know, like I feel that you need to do like a that could be really nice. And I know that you guys missed the voice white noises. I would cut the percussions from here, leave just the ambience, you know, like break the mood a little bit in my opinion. Just be careful with those strings because again, if I put those in mono, you can barely listen to them. Okay, so like you can listen, but like in stereo they're a lot louder. So I feel that you need to be a little bit more centered, okay? Hey Julian, how you doing? Yeah, I'm listening to too much stereo in my opinion. Jefe, I love the vibe. Honestly love the vibe. I feel that it's just a little bit of mixing that needs over there. Like, I feel everything is just a bit too packed together. I hear a lot of stuff in the low mids. The sub is actually fine, but like, I'd probably make this kick a bit quieter. And also, make this bit possibly a bit louder. Possibly, not necessarily. But like, I feel that the main thing over there is gonna be working on the sidechain. Okay, that's the main point that I have. Oh, I like the ARP. Hey Lukish, how you doing? I kind of like the ARP. I feel that it could be a little bit more open. Like I have those really high strings, and at the same time, I don't hear much of that high end from other elements, other than the strings, you know. So that it would be a nice compliment to have that high end from the lead as well. Hiroshi, is there an optimum frequency spectrum for sub to sit in? Not optimal, like it depends on genres and everything, you know, but I like to keep my kicks within -12 and -9 depending on the song and after mastered, and subs from 0 to -3 from the kick. So wherever you place the kick, the sub in my opinion should be from 0 to 3 dB. That is for melodic house. If you're playing another genre, if you're playing another anything, it could change. For example, I'm gonna go back to your song, Jefe. For example, dubstep is a lot different in how everything does. They have the sub a lot louder than everything. Jefe, really nice song. I feel that the mixing is the main thing. The sidechain, if I had to nail everything down, those strings were a bit too loud, too wide, and I also feel that you could push a little bit more of the high-end frequency from that harshness from that lead in the drop too as well. I feel that it could be a nice touch over there. It's still pouring rain over here, so again, I've already saw a blink over here. So if you guys lose me, I'll come back. Don't worry. Mr. Motri, it's your turn now. It's a bit too quiet, right? So we're gonna have to, well, wait until everything is here. So the first thing that I can hear is that it probably needs a bit more low end here, but this can be from the intro, so I'm not gonna pass judgments at this time yet. But if it doesn't come here, yeah. So I hear a lot of sub, but I need a little bit more thump in the kick. Like, can you hear here? This is a really good example. Can you hear how your kick is hitting here? Hello, let's see if I'm back. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Sorry, I disconnected. Still here, still here. Let's go, I'm back. Is everything okay with the volume and everything? So yeah, as I was saying, I feel that the kick is a bit too quiet over here. I'm gonna have to restart this. We're back with 45 people, 37 at the moment. Blame it on the hail, exactly. So Motri, let me get back over here. I feel that you need a little bit more kick. Your sub is a bit too loud. I feel that you have a bit too much stuff in your stereo, because like when I listen to the song, you can see that I'm gonna put it in mono over here. Can you see how you lose a lot of the content over here? So I'm definitely missing a bit of that content that you have, all that you have in the stereo, it's missing in the mono as well. Because again, when I put a song in mono, it basically, like, all the melodic elements disappear, you know? Hello. I'm back. We're back to 50 people, so we're good to go. The vibe is really good, dude. I feel that, yes, I'm in Brazil right now. The vibe is really good here. I just feel that, as I told you, like, it needs a bit more balancing in the low end. A bit more, like, the stereo content is just a bit too much, so I probably would focus a little bit more in the mono, the elements, because when you put it in the stereo, in mono, the song basically loses a lot of power, you know? Really nice elements. It feels like something is happening with the song, because again, I'm gonna put it in mono. Can you see how I lose a lot of the content over there? So you might be using some kind of, I don't know, something that it's making the song disappear in mono. Not sure if you're using some kind of element over there to make this one a bit more stereo. But yeah. I love the transition again as well. This feels a bit better in terms of kick. The kicks, I don't know if it feels louder here, but I'm still missing a bit of lower, like a bit of like low end over there. Especially from this bit over here, because you have a lot of sub. So especially from that body over here. Let me know if everything is okay with the connection. You guys can listen to everything all okay, just so I'm sure that everything is working. So leave it here in the comment section if everything is working perfectly, because now Chrome is being a pain as well. And I might need to reload everything, but I don't know. Let's keep on going. But it's not going perfect. I'm kind of lost contact with you guys, so What is happening over here? Gonna have to stop this. What a disaster. Let's restore everything. Restore over here, and then we're good to go again. I hope you guys are still here. Yeah. What a disaster. My computer is lagging and everything, but anyway, we're back and everything. Again, I feel that this section over here, like I was kind of telling myself to end the song. This was nice, but then here I was kind of like, this is already too much in my opinion, you know? So I would probably make this a bit shorter, this part of the drop, because like it's from 2:50 to almost the end of the song, you know? So how can you make this like 1 minute long, 1 minute 15 long? I think that would be enough for the song. I think that the main issues over here is stereo elements with the melody, the kick and the bass. I think that it needs a little bit more balancing as well over there. And also like this is fine in terms of length. This is a bit too much. So I would start the drop to like this. Go a bit faster. And like everything that you're trying to reach, that would be something that I would do. Like make it a bit more to the point. Does it make sense to you, Motri? Again, sorry for everything that has been happening right now, like stuff that is out of my control. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? We already had like Chrome crashing, already had loss of power. I'm not sure if you heard the thunder right now, but anyway, it's being kind of like a mess over here. And again, thank you for staying with me. Alchemist, it's you now, and let's go. I'm glad that you like the feedback, Motri. Feel free to submit the song again on our feedback. Just don't forget to give feedback before you ask for one. Yeah, the thunder is real. I'm kind of wishing for a more aggressive, not aggressive, but like it needs to be a little bit more fluid. It's a bit, they could be like, you know what I mean? It's too, you know? I love the vibe though, but I would probably make it a little bit, it needs to flow a bit better in my opinion. And I'm missing a bit higher percussion, a bit higher swing as well. I agree with what Nikos is saying. To the Hey Brandon, how are you doing? Your song is here and I'll go through it afterwards, okay? Don't worry. The pain you feel sometimes is not meant to leave you broken, but rather same thing with the stereo here. It's just a bit too stereo. I feel that the strings are a bit too much in the stereo, like I'm missing a bigger bass in the center. Because again, if I put it back in mono, like the vocal is pretty mono and I can listen to it, but the strings are just too much over there, you know? Oh dude, the rain over here, it's like, it's real, you know, like it's happening. Hey Fickeneer, how you doing? Hey Katie, how you doing? Nice. A bit too much silence in my opinion. And this, like, I like it, but it's a bit too much anima in my opinion. But Hey DNA, directly from Thailand, right? Bali, right?
To the unknown.
Like the sound is really cool, like really cool. We have something from Mr. Pascal, so thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna bump you up. Just need to reload all these tabs. You are here. Listen to your song in mono. Listen to the lead in mono. Like it loses again a lot of content, you know, like everything is just a bit too spread out in the stereo in my opinion. I like the vibe and everything, but I just feel that it needs a bit more aggression in my opinion. Yeah, it could definitely use some automation. The sound, it feels like it could, how can I say? It needs a bit more aggression, you know, it needs to change a bit more, you know, it's becoming a bit monotonous, and I agree with Jonathan and what Jonathan is saying, you know, like it needs to have something else, you know. One thing that I've noticed while doing sound design of like major songs, like from major artists and everything, is that all these songs, they have some kind of variance in the sound design. The sound design is not the same. It's always like changing, it's always developing, always like having something different, you know, like to not be the same, you know. Mr. Bijokib, Yokib, I don't know how to say it, but you're next. Dude, it's raining so much. Hiroshi, thank you so much for staying with us. Really appreciate everything. Let me just raise the volume here. I'm hearing a bit too much stuff in the low mids. Definitely over here there's a bit too crowded. Like it feels like it could have a bit less over there. It feels like it could be a bit more, how can I say? I just feel that there's a bit too much over there, you know? Looks like we have something from Jefe. Thank you so much, dude. No, I will have time to go through the second one, don't worry. But yeah, I agree that you have a mood over there, but the thing is, it's crowding the kick, you know, like I'm barely listening to this tom because there's already a lot of content over here. Okay, so I would probably be a little bit more subtle in this region over here. There's a bit too much. Like I can barely listen to the kick and the toms because of all this content that you have over there, you know. So cleaning it up, I feel that that could be something really nice. Possibly sidechaining a little bit more. Yeah, I'd say scoop a little bit over there, yes. I don't think it's a matter of track spacer, to be honest, James. I feel that it's a matter of like taking stuff from there, you know. Because I don't think that it's because of space. I feel it just has too much. And C-rolls, yes, I will go through everything that is here. Like we have 3 hours at least, you know, so we're gonna go through everything, don't worry. Hey Mr. DO5, how are you doing? We're back to 63 people live in this connection after the rain fiasco. The queue is this one over here. Wait a sec. Yeah, now, for example, I'm missing a bit of bass over here because you have a bit too much high end, but I'm missing a bit something over here. Like, my comment still remains for the 300, 500, but I'm missing something in the 100 to 300, something like this, you know? Someone, who is someone? Let me know who is someone over there in the description. I don't know. love the melodics. I agree with what Rick's is saying. Bjornar, one thing that I would do, this is the following. I feel that this could have a stronger BPM. At the moment, it's a bit too slow to me. And I feel that, one, there could be a bit more bass. There could be a bit less those low mids that I showed you before. Over here. Possibly even a bit more kick, a bit more tom as well. Like it just need to stick out a little bit more. And again, I'm seeing some blinking again. So if it fails the connection again, just let me know. I feel like that's mainly it. And I feel that just scooping and opening a space for your elements, that's mainly what you're gonna need to do over there. And EQ and volume will do a lot of how can I say? Well, that's what you need, EQ and volume. Now let's go to Mr. Dummy Splash and let's go through the cues just so everyone can see the cue here. But after the Julian, you're here, Julian. After the page submissions, we go through whoever is here goes first. Same thing with you, Mr. Ian, Dummy Splash. I feel that there's a bit too much over here. And it's kind of becoming a bit dissonant. No, I didn't miss you, dude. You're here, if I'm not wrong. You're here. Boom. Yeah, but it's becoming a bit dissonance over here. Like this element is, it's a bit too loud. I'd probably sidechain it a bit more, in my opinion. But yeah, I do think that there's a bit too much on the low end, especially if you listen to the kick is here and your bass is over here. I would probably pick this bass and put it a bit quieter, in my opinion. Okay, so David Krith is the someone. A bit of high end in the song, you know, like everything, the piano, they are all so focused over here that there's gonna be a loud comment now. But yeah, I'm kind of missing some stuff over here, you know, like a bit more ambiences in that sense, because everything is too focused on this region of the song, in my opinion. Missing a bit of effects, crashes and stuff like this, you know. Nico's not too random if you know what Dummy Splash does, you know, like that's kind of his vibe. Hey Kamado, thank you so much for staying with us. Your song is gonna be here with us soon, so if you stay a little longer, you'll be here soon. Hey David, how you doing? I already bumped your song over here. I think that you're next, if I'm not wrong. You're almost next. Yeah, exactly. But that's your thing, Dummy Splash. It's admittedly pretty random, you know. Well, Dummy Splash can tell you what key this is in. Again, I feel that two main comments. The song is a bit too much focused on the low mids, so I'm kind of missing a bit more high mids and mids of the song, you know. I feel that even the vocal that you have is too, and again, too much on the low end. Could have a bit more on the high end. Now it's fine because of the crashes that you have and the hi-hat that you have and the guitar also. But before it was just everything just so much over there that I was kind of missing something over here. Maybe some like some vocals like Fred again, some like you know, something like this could do, but a really high vocal, you know, could be something really nice. So could add something to the song, you know. And here the only thing is change over here. Can you see how I can go from this part to this part to this part? Well, at least from here to here. And it doesn't feel that they can eat that, like it changes that much. So I introduced maybe like something to add a bit of change in the sound, you know. Same thing with those pads over here. When you come back with them, they have a bit too much low end in them. So I would filter the low end from that. And here it's probably just the end of the song, right? I feel that that's mainly it. I would unfocus the song from here to a little bit more like this. So the song at the moment is like this. I'd probably make it a little bit more balanced like this. Add some vocals, some ambiences on the high end, and I feel that it could be something really interesting. I must say that based on what I've listened from you, I like some other stuff that you've done better. But I feel that this one, the groove is really nice. It just feels a bit too much low-endy, you know, like it needs a bit more of life in that high end, in my opinion, as well. Okie dokie, and now we're back to 70 people after the fiasco of the electricity fiasco. So I'm gonna name this live stream the electricity fiasco, but that's it. Mr. Arjun Vostok from Belgium, thank you so much, Tummy Splash, again for the coffee. Really appreciate this. Now, Arjun, that's your time. What did you miss, Ollie? So, Gungeon, are you here? Can you see how this bass flows a bit better in the low mids? Like, it even without that high end, it just fits better with the song, in my opinion. I don't know. And I want to show this because I always comment of like, the low end, the mids and the stereo, the mono and the stereo. I hope that I don't. But listen how the song sounds in mono and in stereo. It's not like you're gonna lose elements. For example, mono, stereo. You're gonna lose a little bit of content when you do mono, but you don't lose much of it, you know, like you don't lose the core of it, you know. Maybe that this bum around, that's something that could be a bit too stereo. And possibly would add a little, yeah, I feel like that could have a little bit more in the mono, in my opinion. Yeah. Just for example, now I'm gonna say the same thing to you. Listen to this in mono. Can you see how you lose a lot of the power over there? There's also a bit too much low end in this bum, you know? I would probably feature it a little bit more in the mids and not so much in the low mids, okay? If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't liked the video yet, hit the like button. The vibe is really good though. Like, I really like how you're developing the song and how the song is growing and everything. I feel that you have just a bit too much high end and not so much mids, not so much low end in the sound. I feel that it could have a little bit less of that high end, a bit more of the low end over there. The vibe is really good though. I really like the energy of the song. I just feel that it could have a bit more, like a tighter vibe in that sense, you know. Here's an element that I feel that it's too mono now. I feel that I would open this up a little bit more. Like I'm missing something in the stereo, possibly a bit of loudness as well, you know. Really nice vibe here. Again, I feel that that lead needs to be a bit tighter. Kick feels fine to me. Possibly a bit too low. So here's something that could cause you some problems, okay? I'm gonna... Can you see how big the kick is? Like the kick, it hits over here in G, which is a bit too high, but it also hits over here in B. Possibly make the kick a bit less, not less, but a bit lower in hertz, you know? And not only this, but I would probably scoop a little bit of this part out of it. Just give a little bit of one sub, otherwise you're gonna probably lose a lot of volume with this kick. Do high-end producers get very wide lead stereo elements, but at the same time sounding very... I feel that, well, I have examples of yes and no, okay? Nico's, there are songs that I really like, and when I play them, I'm like, where's the content in mono? But at the same time, what I feel is that, and this is what I take to myself, is my songs have to sound as good as they sound in mono in stereo. So I feel that if you're losing too much energy in mono, that's because you need to do some adjustments over there. Maybe, David, that's your song now. I'm gonna have to skip a little bit because 7 minutes is a bit too long, so. One thing that I'm feeling is that the kick is a bit too loud. Like you have a really loud kick, but your bass is not really appearing in the song. So I probably boost the bass a little bit. Yeah, I already said that the hi-hats seem too loud, Zeros. That's why I forgot to answer you. And Vostok, I hope that you like the feedback. Hey David, one thing that I'm hearing here is that like it needs a bit more bass. The bass is almost non-apparent, to be honest. And not only this, but like it's a bit too much of the same, you know. Like you at the same time that you're increasing the elements and everything, I'm missing a bit of like content, you know, because I hear a kick, I hear some percussions, but I kind of don't hear anything in the middle. It's kind of like I have something over here and over here. You know what I mean? So push the bass a little bit louder. And just be careful if you have, and I agree that the intro is a bit too long. One thing that I would pay attention to is if you have a bass and another bass over here, be careful with that, okay? I mean, it's a bit too much of the same, right? And then you start adding some stuff. So that's the thing, like in 2 minutes and 49, you're kind of doing the same thing as what you've been doing, you know, which is this, like if I'm not instantly hooked in the initial 30 seconds of the song, you're probably going to be skipped by other people because these days when people attention span is like 15 seconds, if you wait too long for stuff to happen, they just go away, you know. Thank you so much, Mr. Full Octave. And yeah, feel free to send it whenever you're ready. So that's what I would do. Just make sure that you have a little bit more elements over there because it's kind of missing. And I would make like what you have coming over here at 252. I'd probably start with that at like 130 max, okay? Yeah, to me, it's like you're just taking too long. Like, we are at 4 minutes, and I'm kind of wishing that we were at 2, you know? That's the only thing that it's taking. Like, the vibe is kind of good, but at the moment, it needs more stuff. It needs more development in the song, more ambiences, more bass. The melody that you have is quite nice. This new melody that you have. But yeah, it just, I'm not... Just one thing, there's just one note that I don't like in your progression, which is this over here. This not something that I like. I agree with what Thomas said, like everything needs to be kind of in half. Like the core element has to appear at 1 minute and 30. You know, the main motif of the song has to be at like 30 seconds of your song. At least that's what I hear from labels when they say that stuff to me, you know? And I guess same thing, like that lead is really nice, but again, it's just a kick and a hi-hat. You need to push all the elements in the middle a lot louder. And maybe a clap. You know? I feel that the main thing is, again, as I told you, like the vibe is good, the energy is good, but it's just taking too long for stuff to happen. I wish that I feel that based on what I've been listening and everything, I'm kind of like that song could have been summed up to like 3 minutes and it's 7, you know. So that's my only comment over here. Just feel that it could be a little bit smaller. Make sure to get your arrangement a little bit more to the point, and and add a little bit more elements as well. Just need a bit of water as well because kind of voice is kind of failing now. Now, let's go. Mr. Pascal, it's you. And again, David, I hope that this was helpful to you. And yeah, let me know in the comments if so. Let me just go to the sauce of it. Thomas, like what I mean 130 is with the extended, so like considering 1 minute and 30 with the extended, so 1 minute of extended, you know. Here, Mr. Pascal, I'm kind of missing a bass as well because you do have a sub that I can listen, but I'm missing like the kick in comparison to how loud your bass is. I'm just missing content over there, you know. You have a lead, but again, I'm not really feeling hooked so far. I'm not sure if this is an intro, so it feels like it could be one. This is a lot more interesting already. But again, I feel that it needs ambience as well, as Thomas is saying. I feel that you need a little bit more groove in the low end. This is kind of missing a bit of energy in there because you have the vibe in the high end, but the bass is just not delivering as well as the low end. Like I would love to listen to listen to something a bit more like plucky. I don't know, just something that would give a little bit more energy in the song. I feel that what's missing in your song, the energy is good, but it feels like it could have a bit more energy, you know? Not sure you agree with this, but like, let me see if you're here. Yes, you're here. Yeah, and I agree that it's a bit repetitive because like, we're not getting the energy to like have like keep on going with this vibe for so long, you know. For example, again, the melody, the low end and the beats are changing, but the melody is the same as here, you know. And you can see that we are like 3 minutes. There's still 3 minutes long, and people are already feeling that the ARP is already doing too much of the song, you know. And I agree with what Jeffrey is saying that the how can I say, the lead is just carrying too much of that song, you know. Here a bit better, but again, I just don't feel that what you have in the high end is being compensated by the low end, you know. Like the low end doesn't carry that much energy as the high end does, you know. And I agree that changing the sounds would be a bit more interesting, you know, because again, you added a new melody, you added a new lead, but it feels like the vibe is still the same. Maybe boom, 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 boom. But maybe you change a little bit, like you go up with the melody instead of going down as you are doing. I feel that it needs a bit more variance overall. Like the energy of the low end is not really coming. 2, the ARP is just a bit too much of the same. And once you add these, like melodically, it's the same thing here than here. Melodically, it's the same thing here than here. And I mean, even this melody, it's the same one as this one, but just with a little bit different tonality, you know? So again, I would probably, like, if I had to summarize your feedback in one word, it would be variance. It needs a bit more variance. It needs a little bit more additions to it. And in the low end, it needs more energy. It needs to have a more energetic baseline to support that high end that you have, in my opinion. Hope it was helpful to you, dude. Now, Mr. Rick, there's one more, which I'm not sure he's here. So I'm just gonna wait until if he is here. He's not here. So Mr. Rick, now it's your turn. I know you've been waiting for it. Pascal, listen to this song. I've already listened to it, and listen how the low end of this song will carry a lot more the energy of the song than how you've been doing in your vibe. Okay. You can already hear that the low end is already taking the responsibility of where you want to go with the song. Okay. I feel that the hi-hats could be a little bit more, how can I say, a little bit more defined. I'm missing a bit of definition in the sound design. Like I feel that the kick is too loud. If you listen to the kick and the rest of the bass, here is the kick. The sub is counterpointing the kick, but the rest is not, you know? So I'd probably put these two a bit quieter. and make this bit a little bit louder as well. And I'm also missing a bit of mono content, to be honest. And I can't play this song because it's already here on YouTube, but listen to this one over here. Mind of One Wanted. Listen to, like, this is the song that I listened to when I'm not sure if this is the one. There's also Olympia. Oh, Olympia is the one that I wanted to show you. It has a really more aggressive low end over there, and I feel that you need something like this in your bass as well. The vibe is good, but it needs something else in that percussion, in that bass. And not only this, but I feel that sidechaining the other elements, because I'm feeling that the kick and the bass are sidechaining, but the rest of the elements are not sidechaining that much, you know? I'm kind of not hearing the groove over there with the other elements, you know? I'm kind of missing this as well. And with the addition of the new elements, it's starting to feel a bit crowded in the low mids, especially somewhere over here. Okay. And I agree with you. If possibly a vocal harp in the high end could be nice, but there is some sort of kind of effect that needs a bit of work over there, in my opinion, in the low mids. Thank you, Ozan, for staying that long with us. I really appreciate this. It's a really good vibe though, like, really like what I'm hearing. I just feel that the mixing and the sound design, they could have a little bit more tightness in the sound, but the vibe is there. Definitely the vibe is there. Maybe a rides can be nice here, or maybe just I feel that the lead could have a bit more power. Again, listen to Mind of One. They could have a bit more energy. That's the sound. Like, I feel that the lead is kind of like behind the bass, and I feel that the lead needs to be a little bit more aggressive, in my opinion. I like the voice over here as well. Probably just a bridge here, right? So I like the vibe and how everything is going. I feel that it needs a little bit more clarity in the sound design and in the mixing. The vibe is there. It's just making sure that you have a little bit more power in the sound design, have a little bit more power in the bass, you have a little bit more power in the leads. The leads, for example, I'd probably look into making it a little bit more aggressive. And aggressive, I mean, listen to the songs from Mind of One. They could be a good inspiration to you. This is just a, how can I say, bridge and the end of the song, right? Luca, how you doing, dude? Nice to have you here. Now let's go to Mr. Arnie Nielsen.
I guess I'm soul searching. I guess I'm soul searching. I got this passion, and it's burning deep inside of me. And this time, no, not gonna settle for anything less. Craving a life.
I mean, I like it, but I'm kind of hearing the kick in stereo, which is a bit strange to me. I'm gonna stop over here. I like the vibe. I just feel that, one, you're doing too much. Like, you have a kick which is really aggressive, you have a bass which is really aggressive, you have a vocal that it's really aggressive, you have a lot of stuff that it's really aggressive at the same time, and it's hard to focus, to be honest. Like, it's hard, like, to understand where should I focus my attention to. Like, it's just too much stuff happening at the same time, in my opinion, you know? I know that you did it on purpose, Bonnie. I'm just saying that I feel that it's a bit too much. Like, at least for my taste. And again, too much stuff happening in the stereo that I'm not really hearing when I put the song in mono. Now, it's fine. When I put the song in mono, I listen to a lot of stuff. But when I put the song in mono in the intro, like, here the stereo feels a lot bigger than here. Mr. Adam, how you doing? So yeah, Oni, I feel that over here you're just doing too much, in my opinion. Like, I would probably do a little bit less, you know. It's just, there's, again, Vostok summarized what I was going to say. There's just not enough space for every element, you know. Like, you have Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, all playing in the same position, you know. He needs to have space for each of them to play perfectly, let's say like this, if that's a good example. Well, it's not, well, I love Flume, and Flume stuff is just really, like, they don't, one, it's not so distorted, and two, it's not so crowded. For example, if you listen to Holding On or something like this, at least from what I like from them, oh yeah, they would fit in a team 100%. I agree. Like, I don't know where to focus, you know. Like, to the point that I'm kind of like, it's kind of hard to keep on listening, to be honest, because there's just so much stuff happening that it's like kind of daunting me to be like, just stop, you know. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but that's at least how I'm feeling. I'm feeling really overwhelmed with the song, you know. Yeah, I feel that that's like the song was really overwhelming to listen to, like, and it just had a lot happening, and I don't know. That's my comments to this. Adam, thank you so much. You're a legend. Let's keep on going over here, Mr. Artura. Yeah, I think that it's the genre. I agree with you, Jefe, but even then, you know, like, when I listen to, like, I don't know, is that funk, Oni? We're gonna listen to some kind of deadmau5 stuff right now. Let's see if Artura is here. Yes, Artura is here. Groff, are you here? Morty, are you here? Rustin, are you here? Avenue is here. Martin, are you here? Kamado, are you still here? Oh, I like this. One thing though here, when I listen to this, I feel that there's a lot of low end. So Marty is here. I'm not gonna skip you. I feel that one, you could have a bit more kick, and I can tell from here that your bass is a bit louder than the kick. But even then, like, I feel that the kick should be at like minus 18. Even the kick and the bass could have a bit more sound over there. This bass is fine actually. It's just as the kick and the sub, they are a bit too low. So I feel that these could come a little bit like between minus 18 and minus 12. I did get yours, Marting. Marring, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, Marring. Yeah. You are here. We're starting to get back to everyone. But again, now we're gonna start. Oh, we have Jefe as well. And Jefe, I know that you did a second donation. I'm kind of missing something else, a little bit more in the percussions as well, because percussively is the same thing. I'm kind of missing for like a kind of like bell. Would be really nice over here. No, I didn't miss you, mate. Miles, you're here. Boom. Everyone is here. Nathan, I'm gonna send you my PayPal through Discord to you, so you can do it via PayPal. Really nice stuff. No, we're gonna go through everything here. Don't worry. We're gonna have a lot of time. I like the vibe here, Arturo. The main thing here to me is it just needs a bit more low end in there. You know, here it could have a little bit more sub. Bass could also be there. Your track. Oh, you didn't submit on Discord, right? Yeah. I didn't even add your track, to be honest, dude, because it needs to be submitted via Discord, you know? I received, just for example, I received 45 tracks over here today, so like it's hard to keep track of everything, you know? Can you send it via Discord? Yeah, I feel that here, like, we're gonna go back to the idea, you know? Here, the pads are a bit too loud. I was kind of starting to suspect that the song was going to become a bit repetitive, so that's why I started skipping. Well, the first thing is, one, you need to add something to change the melodies. Bum, 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 bum. Like something to change it, something to make it a little bit different than how it was, because we've been listening to the same bum, 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 bum from like moment for 30 seconds. So add some change in the minute, in the middle over there. DNA, don't worry, I'll get to you probably after the live stream, okay? Don't worry. Another thing, I'm kind of missing some bells, some leads, some stuff like this. I didn't hear anything other than just the percussion. Third thing is that I feel that it needs more kick and more bass. The melody is quite nice, but it just needs a bit more power over there. Not sure if you agree with all this, Arturo, but that's my take on what I'm listening over here. Maybe a bit less low mids as well. Maybe. I don't know. That's essentially what I'm listening to. And let's keep on going over here. So Gruff didn't answer, not here. Morty didn't answer, not here. This one didn't answer, not here. I know that Avenue is here, right? Yes, he is. Does he have an English show as well? Who has an English show? Who, Puff Daddy? There's too much bass here. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit, but I can already tell that there's too much bass here. The sub is too loud. And especially you can see it over here, like it's minus 6 dB, that's really loud, like. I like the melody. I like the vibe here. See you next time, Boss Talk. I just feel that it needs a bit more energy over there in the low mids, okay? No, sorry. It does need more element in the low mids because you don't, like, I hear a kick, a sub, and a lead, and a high end. Like, there's kind of nothing in the middle, you know? Nathan, I haven't received it yet, so I'm just waiting for it to come here. When it hits my email, I'll let you know. Hey, Mr. J-Red, how you doing? Jared, I'm not sure if it's J-Red or Jared. Directly from Australia. So, Jared Avener is also from Australia. So this lead, this bass, for example, is too mono. This is the kind of bass that I'm expecting it to be wider and everything, and it's too mono, you know? I would make it a bit wider. Let's bump Mr. Nathan. Yeah, dude. So yeah, I feel that the thing here is there's too much sub. First of all, I'm kind of missing. I'm a bit of like stereo content in the sound, and I'm like, let me just show it to you. Can you see there's a dip over here in the, like, I'm kind of missing something over here. Something like this harp that you just added, like a pad. You have pads in the high end, but not over here. Can you see that there's kind of like a dip over here in this mid? And it should have been a little bit more like this, in my opinion, you know? And it needs a bit more change in the melody itself, you know? It needs to have a little bit more change and development and stuff like this, you know? I like the vibe here. But I just feel that it needs probably like a bit more, you know, maybe like some strings, some pads, some chords or something like this. And yeah, I don't know why there are so many Aussies over here, but thank you for being here. Martin, you're next. Oh no, wait, Nathan is next. Thank you so much for the coffee, Nathan. Really appreciate it. So just some updates from the weather here. It's not raining anymore and it's sunny right now. So this is Sao Paulo. Nice. You're kind of like in 3 songs you'll be next, Jeffrey. I do not use Spectrum, do span, but I'm gonna show what do I do when I use span. I try to get the same settings over here. So for example, these are the settings that I use when I use span. Take a picture. If you use these settings, they're gonna be exactly like Ableton's, but I prefer Ableton Spectrum a lot more. Just better to look at. Nathan. There's one thing that it's bothering me. I'm not sure how to explain, to be honest, but I'm gonna show it to you. When I put it here in mono, I don't hear much of the mids. When I put it in mono, I hear a lot of the sounds. It could be this. It could be there's a bit too much in stereo. There's a resonant frequency around 300, 400 that when it's in stereo I hear it. When it's in mono I don't hear it. Maybe I would carve that out. I don't know if that's a problem if it's too stereo, but maybe I would carve that out. It's kind of like a, you know, something like this. Can you move the settings a bit under your camera? I didn't see it. Oh, I'll send a link and then you guys will be able to copy the settings. 1 sec. Oh, damn. I forgot to thank you. First of all, thank you, Mr. Sean. I saw that you sent a condensed version, so I'll bump it up again. Martin, thank you so much. And Nathan, thank you so much. Good stuff here. I really like the vibe here. A bit anima, but really nice vocals. One thing about the vocals though, I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, so this, there's a bit too much low end over there. If this is the kick, I would pick this low end and make it a bit, like I feel that your sub could be a bit too loud. Your sub over here. I feel that this is the kick and this is the sub. Make the sub a bit quieter, make this a bit louder. Vocal could be really, could have a lot more reverb and delays. I feel that that could really help the song, you know? Overall, I really like the vibe. I feel that there's some mixing things, mainly some mixing things that could be fixed here and there. But the overall vibe of the sound is really good, dude. I really, really like the vibe. Again, make sure the sub is a bit quieter. Make sure that the how can I say, the kick, or either the sub quieter or the kick louder. But I feel that you could go both ways. So lower 2, raise 2 over here. The vibe is really good. Make sure to low cut this, you know, kind of stuff. This also a bit too much low end. I feel that the song is a bit too low end focus, and again, make sure to clear that resonant frequency as well. Let's keep on going. Martin did it first, so Martin here, and then we have the condensed version of Midnight Shadow, and we have Marco. Not sure if I'll be able to go through them, but Kamado, your song is coming. This is really good. Really good stuff. I feel that the pianos are a bit too loud. The vibe is really good though. Like I really like the energy of the song. Maybe a bit more bass. So let me show it to you here. I'm hearing this bass over here and the kick and everything. I'm just missing a bit more body in the mid basses over here. You're doing this mid bass with the piano, so I just feeling that a bit of disconnected. I'd probably filter the piano over here and add a mid bass also over here. Oh yeah, you can, dude. Like sometimes I open up to 100 tabs over here. And you can see that this bass is possibly a bit too loud. This is how your kick is, and this is how loud the bass is, okay? So make sure to control it a little bit as well. While we are in this break, so if you haven't liked the video yet, hit that like button. If you're loving the video, hit that subscribe so you don't miss out anything from Abstrakt Music Live. And thank you so much, Puff Daddy. I hope that you're liking it. If you're not a member of our Discord, you can go over here and join as well. Or you can go and join our newsletter as well. Let's hit that like button up. Hey Devin, how you doing? Forgot to say hey Devin. Hi David as well. Kamado is up to you, but I wouldn't skip. That lead that you have, I would probably make it something a little bit louder over there. Look who is here, Mr. Lewis. How are you doing, dude? So we have someone really important over here, an AR from a label. If Lewis wants to say which label he is, feel free. But welcome. If you want to submit something, it'll be kind of strange, but I'd be more willing to listen to it. Martin, I feel that that's mainly it. A mid bass could be really nice. I feel that I would add a mid bass, take a little bit of the bass of the low end frequencies from the piano. This would give a little bit more body in the bass, and I feel that would give a smoother transition from the bass to the piano. I like the elements. I would put that plucky kind of lead a little bit louder as well. Maybe a shaker could be nice as well, but I really like the vibe of the song. Vocal is fine, possibly a bit louder, possibly a bit more mids, and I feel that overall that's it. Let's keep on going. Kamado, well, technically we're gonna have to skip over here because we have 3 other submissions, and we have one from Mr. Midnight Shadow, who, while we were doing the live stream, he fixed the song. So we're gonna go in through and donate it again. So we're gonna go through him again. I'm gonna go a little bit faster now because we've already listened to this today. Okay, so glad that you liked it, Martin. Thank you so much, and really appreciate the coffee as well. Yes, Julian. My email from PayPal is over here. Not sure if I should put this on the chat, but I'm gonna remove it right now, and I'm gonna send it to you via Discord. Still a bit too much sub, but I like that it's a bit more plucky over here, okay? Like, I like that the sub is plucking a little bit more with it, okay? Julian, I sent via Discord, okay? But yeah, there's just too much sub over here. Let me see where your kick is, just for example. This is where your sub is. And I like that you added the ARP over here. Go to the ARP, perfect. Probably like a kind of like a riser up would be really nice. But there's too much sub here, like too much sub. And the kick is possibly also a bit too loud as well, so I'd probably lower both over there. And here, again, after this, probably like a perfect. Perfect, this is flowing really well. Maybe you can open up the cutoff over here, that background lead. Maybe add some ambient vocals. Well, there they are. But I'm kind of missing a bit of effects, like some you know, some crashes. Well, you have, well, just because I said it, but before. This is really nice. Hey, Mr. Carbon74, how you doing? Really good stuff here. Appreciate it, Julian. Just checking here whenever it arrives. I just received an email. Did I? But it's gonna come soon. And we have like to go through possibly your song. Let's see. Effects and risers here, dude. Like everything is just coming out of a sudden. That lead, again, just too much kick and bass here. Could have a bit more hats. And they feel a little bit filtered, to be honest. Like, it feels like it could be a little bit more over there. Now I gotta go, man. As always, a pleasure. Dude, my pleasure to stay with you for that long on a Sunday. My pleasure to stay with all of you on a Sunday. So I really appreciate everything, and I really appreciate you guys staying here. It's honestly like an honor to be with you guys over here, and to know that you guys value what I'm here to say. So yeah, it's really a pleasure to say this. Mr. Midnight Shadow, I hope that this was helpful. So the kick and the bass are a bit too loud. Would add a little bit more crashes and effects. The lead, it feels like it could have a little bit more, how can I say, power in the sound. And good evening, Mr. Castle. Yeah, I feel that that's mainly it. I feel that still needs a little bit of development, but comparing to what I've done and I've said, compared to what I've said, this is like getting a lot better and got better from the beginning to now. So let's keep on going and let's listen over here. Let's see if Julian's email arrived. And Julian's email has not arrived yet. So Julian, let's go to Kamado first and you'll go next, okay? As soon as it arrives, let me see over here. Kamado, is your turn. No turning back, dude. I got it, Julian, so you're next. Where are you? Probably here. Oh, Kamado, that thing about the stereo, so pay attention to this. I really like the melody, to be honest. Like, I feel that it needs a little bit more of a connect, the plucky bass. It needs a bit more of a connection with the lead, you know. Jefe, your song is it's coming. Don't worry. I checked it already. Don't worry. I think I'm gonna do Julian, and then since you've done, well, do you guys allow me to bump Jefe because I think he has to go? So if you guys allow me to bump him, I'll bump him. He already donated twice, by the way, so I'm not like, I'm kind of respecting the policy, but I have already should have bumped him up, so I think that I'm gonna bump him up. I feel that this bass, like, it probably needs a bit more of like a bum 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 bum. There is some mixing issues, like probably the piano is a bit too, it has too much low end, and it's kind of crowding the bass. But I mean, from what you've said to me, I was expecting like a lot less. Like, this is really good. Like, the vibe here is good. The melody is here, and it's just a matter of cleaning a little bit of space into all the elements, you know? Kamado, I feel that you need to clear up a little bit of the low mids, a little bit. Just have a little bit more stuff in your have a little bit more space for your bass. I feel that you also need a bit more space. The bass could have a little bit more notes, like it could have a little bit more energy in that sound. Overall, the vibe is pretty good. I feel that the energy of the song could be better, but the vibe of the song is really good. Like the melodics, the composition of the song is pretty good. So that's why I feel that it's a really great vibe. Like it's definitely something that I like. It's a vibe that I would listen to. And Midnight, thank you so much for tuning in with us. Now, I feel that I hope that this was a great feedback to you, Kamado. And now let's go to Julian Schwartz. Adam, thank you so much. You're a legend for the coffees. I really appreciate everything. And yeah, feel free to send anything at any time that you want, okay? I feel that your kick is a bit too low. Okay, I would probably put it a little bit higher, but I love the vibe. The bass is a bit too loud over here, the sub and not this over here. Is it an issue? I'm not sure. I'm getting some Bomer vibes over here, but I'm loving this, to be honest. Just feel that the kick could be more present in the song, okay? Like I feel that it needs a little bit more power in there. And probably some percussions here. But you can see that, yeah. Lewis, I do this kind of like every 3 weeks. So I'm doing a new one with Modera on February 5th, if I'm not wrong. Something like this. But Julian, this is really good, dude. I love your stuff, dude, honestly. Again, a bit more kick. Like B is a bit too low. I'd probably place it in like E, F, something like this. But this is really good, dude. Like, the vibe is incredible. That ARP, I would push it a little bit louder as well. It's just really nice, the vibe and everything. The vocal, is that the vocal from that you recorded with Alma? These strings, they kind of came a little bit out of nowhere. I'd probably start with them like just slowly and going up and up and up with them, you know? Really great stuff, dude. Like, honestly, love listening to your stuff. Yeah. Really great vibe, dude. I would filter the low end over here, just so it has a little bit more impact over here in the drop. Dude, this is really good. I feel that again, it's a bit too much Bomer, but the vibe is just really good. Like, really good. Lewis, take this guy. I feel those chord charts are a bit too loud. And again, yeah, I'm hearing the of the kick, but I don't hear the punch of it. You know, like I'm definitely missing a bit more kick in there. And here I just feel that it has too much stuff happening at the same time. It's becoming a bit too loud. You may have to compress some of the elements to make them a little bit more compact, you know. I would not compress a bus because I feel that some elements, as you grow in the cutoff, they need to be a little bit more flattened out. I feel that that's the thing, you know. Not compressing the drop, but compressing the individual elements, okay? But this is like insanely good. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Let's go to Jefe right now. And let's keep on going. Really good stuff. Yeah, I agree. Like, this is one of the best songs that I've ever had in one of the sessions over here. So really good stuff, dude. Motri, thank you so much for staying with us. Really a pleasure. I'm just gonna start skipping a bit because 7:29. So first comment is make it a bit smaller. I don't hear here's the kick. The kick is this too. So if the kick are these two sounds, I would lower one and just favoritize, like not favoritize, not wrong, but like favor one of them. The bass could be a bit louder in my opinion. And this intro could possibly be a bit smaller as well. Julian, amazing stuff again. It just moves like from one bass to the other just so abruptly that it's kind of like, wait, what the hell is happening, you know? You can see that you have a boom and then a boom. It's just too much of a difference, you know? From the start, you push, I shove, attracted, can't break us up. The world sees it different. Okay, so it needs effects. Don't listen. The world's fake. We see through. We'll run away. Just me and you. Mora, I'm not sure if I'll be able to go through everything, okay, because I've gone through like a lot of songs. We have like an hour and 50 more to go through all these songs, so I'm gonna have to start running. Mr. Amq, thank you so much for staying with us that long. Really appreciate it. Really great vibe here. Yeah, so the kick is fine here. The sub is possibly a bit too loud. This bass over here is nice. The vocal is nice. I feel that same thing with the stereo thing, you know, so let me just play it over here to you in mono. In mono, a lot of the pads, they disappear. So just make sure to have them in mono as well, okay? But sick crack here. Here, a bit more change, because this is the same as this, you know? I would just add a little bit more movement over here because like it's starting to become the same thing, you know, so always keep the song on moving, always keep the song developing and everything. But so far this is really good, like this is kind of the best song that you've sent me in my opinion, so. And Mora, if I don't go through your track, I'll add it to my list and then I'll listen afterwards, okay? So don't worry, like you'll be covered, don't worry. I'll try though. Oni, thank you so much. Really appreciate it for staying with us that long. I'm kind of wishing for something else, like the lead that you have here. Like, I'm kind of wanting that lead again, you know? This is becoming a bit repetitive, you know? Jefe, so I feel that I'm not sure about the arrangement because one, the drop 2, which should be the most exciting one, starts less exciting than the first one. Second thing is that the drop 2, when it gets to the same level, it remains the same thing, you know, and I'm listening and I'm thinking, why should I listen to the drop 2 if I already listened to the drop 1 and it sounds the same? Martin, thank you so much for staying with us. Have a great week as well. But going back to you, Hefit, I would do something else in the drop 2. I feel that it's a really nice vibe. Again, it's one of the best songs that you've done. The first and the second drop, the first and the first break drop. The second break drop, they felt a little bit repetitive, and I'm kind of thinking, why not go from here to then you add like a simpler bass bass drop, kind of like this over here, and then you go to a break over here, and then to the drop 2 now over here. Instead of having a break drop, you have like a intro drop, break drop, outro. You know, I would possibly recommend this because since you're doing the same drop and it already feels full enough, so I'm not sure if you add more stuff, if it's not gonna feel too much, you know. But again, I really like the drop 1. I just feel that you need to work either on transforming this into a drop 2 and adding a drop 1, or making the break drop 2 a little bit more interesting. How? That's the question. I honestly, I feel that you already have enough over there, so maybe adding more can be a bit too much in my opinion. Let's keep on going. Milesy, you're next. Hope it was helpful again, dude. And Milesy, you are next. I'm gonna skip a little bit of it. I already feel that the sub is too loud over here. And you see that the kick is hitting kind of over here, the sub is hitting over there. I would control it a little bit. Radio edit at 230. So, question to you, if the radio edit starts at 2:30, why do you have this beginning over here? Like, I know that this is an extended mix, but to me, the radio is just a song without the extendeds, you know? It kind of feels like, I'm not sure why I would have this if this is not part of the, this is the intro technically, you know? I know that this is not the intro, you know, but just something to think about, okay? I would probably go for a 1-minute intro over here and that's it. I wouldn't have this section over here and then even 45 seconds and then you go to this. And then you go to the drop. There's a bit too much bass, and the bass is not sidechaining as much as what I would want. So I would intensify the sidechain of the bass. Oh, I need to find that span thing, right? Max asked for it. Are you still here with us, Max? For whoever wants to use span, these are my settings. I like this, but I feel that it needs a bit more sidechain. Like, this is not grooving as much as what I would like, you know? The percussion's still a bit too loud. And I'm kind of missing like a... I feel that you have a lot of percussion over there, but they're not really adding much to the groove of the sound, you know? Like they do add a little bit, but I feel that they could have, yeah, Thomas, it's kind of part of the genre, you know? So I kind of understand why he's doing this, and I don't feel that the song is repetitive. The problem with long songs to me is when they're repetitive, you know? Like, for example, Ben Bomer has a song that I love. It's just 7 minutes and 30, if I'm not wrong, and that's fine. The thing is, when it gets repetitive too fast, that's the issue to me. So again, more sidechain. That's my main comment so far, okay? A bass here would be nice. Maybe a change in the melody as well could be nice. I always like changing the melodies midway through the song. Kind of feel that there's a bit too much mids here, so that could create some kind of distortion when you go to the mastering chain, so be careful with that. Julian, either like it can go, but it has to go through the queue, so you know what to do. Yeah, I feel it is. I like this part. I don't feel that the song is repetitive. I just feel that it needs. I feel that the song is a bit passive. You know, like it's not hurting me in any way. You know, like it needs to have a little bit more aggression over there. I like the vibe as well. There's a bit too much percussion here, though. And here in this part, I feel that you could, like, here and here, it became a bit too much of the same. So I feel that you need a little bit more aggression in the bass, maybe like some boom kind of effects in the sound, just to add a little bit more power. I feel that there's a little bit more energy as well. Possibly like some counter hats, like those offbeat hats could be nice. I feel that that's mainly it. And again, the thing about the intro, like if that's not part of the intro, why is it even there, you know? And maybe a bass over here in the middle of the song as well. Hope you like the feedback. And yeah, cheers. Aeonia, are you still here? I feel he is. Yeah, he is. So... hope you liked it, Milesy. Hope it was helpful. A bit too much, like too slow intro. Like, just go from here directly, you know? Like, I feel that this initial 30 seconds can be skipped, you know? I would skip if I was listening to that. I would skip if I was playing that, so... I would skip if you guys, if I'm the producers there as well. Mr. Julian did it again. Is this an intro still? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel that this is a bit too much for the intro, you know? Not sure if this is a drop or if this is an intro. It feels like a drop, but it feels like an intro, so I would make this a little bit clearer over here. And I feel that the sidechain could be intensified, okay? Some cool notes there. Clap could be a bit louder. This boom 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 is really nice, but it's too loud. Cool sounds though, I agree. I feel that the song though, it could be a bit faster, like it needs a bit more pace in my opinion. Feels a bit like, for example, here to here, just takes a bit too long for stuff to happen. You know what I mean? I feel that it could have a faster pace in how you're developing everything. It needs to be a little bit more to the point, and I feel that Thomas will agree with me on that one as well. That's kind of the stuff that I'd say, like, that's when too long it started becoming an issue to me, when when it starts becoming the same thing over and over, you know what I mean? And then here, like, we go back to the start of the song, you know? I feel that, like, this is the same thing as what you had before. Like, my question is why, like, in the drop 2, like, that's the climax of the song. That's like, Luke, I'm your father, you know? Like, and when I'm, like, listening to the same thing that I've listened to it again, it kind of feels a bit like, why, you know? It needs to be something surreally good for me to be like, yeah, I will listen to that again, you know what I mean? I'm reading a book about screenplays and like, I feel that the same thing that happened before. Like, you're going for like a really long beginning to introduce the scene, and normally he says like in the first 15 minutes of the film everything should be introduced by then, and I feel that it's taking like 30 minutes to introduce everything, and then the first big act that it's happening just like taking too long. The middle is taking too long, and when we go to the climax of the song, it's just taking me back to the initial part of the song. So I'm not really hearing a climax in the song, and something that I'm missing in there as well. Let's go, and I hope you like the feedback. Miles, thank you so much for staying with us that long. Julian, let's go again. Who is next? Martin, you're next. Alex, are you here? Conductor, are you here? Feathervein, I think that you're here. Brandon, I don't think he's here. Axel, are you here still? I don't think so. Ainid, are you here? C-Rose, I think that you're here, right? Yes. Francesco, are you here? Xphil, who is Xphil? Xphil, show yourself. Red Cheeks, show yourself. Jericho, show yourself. Okay, so Ainid is here. Brandon is still here, so Brandon keeps his position. Francesco, you still here? Feel the kicks are a bit too loud and I'm missing bass over here. The kick is too loud. And a bit too much knock, you know, in it. And I'm not really hearing a bit of groove here. Like, I'm kind of wishing more percussions. Listen to Frost song Overtones and listen how the percussions are a lot dirtier over here. I'm missing a little bit of that dirt in your song as well. The vocal is a bit too loud as well. Wait, who is Xfield? Xphil is Thomas. So yeah, Thomas is here.
I let you down.
Red Cheeks. Who is Red Cheeks? Thank you, Mr. General. So you are going to be bumped. The vocal is really good. I feel it's a bit dry, Julian. I'm not sure if Red Cheeks is here. Same thing over here, like I'm hearing the same thing, you know, like, that I've already listened to. So I'm kind of like, I'd love to listen to that, but like it's just kind of the same thing that I've already listened to, you know. pleasure, Julian. I like it, but I feel that the second part needs a bit more work. Like it needs a bit more power in there. Axel, I've already put you back on the line. Probably you need to go a little bit further down, but I put you back on the line. I feel that it needs a bit more because it's the same comment that I had in the previous song. It's just a bit too much of the same. Oh, Conductor is here as well. So Conductor, you go back. Good that you're all here. I feel that this part over here is a bit too much. Vocals are a bit too dry. The leads are a bit the bass. Not the lead. The kick is a bit could be louder. I like the vibe though. I like the energy, like the overall feel of the song. I just feel that it needs a bit more elements over there. Maybe something else that would differentiate it. You know. Let's go. Let me see. Go back here. I think that I need to go first to Aned because he just gave a donation. And we go from some tech house. Let me get back the order here. Feather Vein. Conductor, you're next, apparently. Then, no, I think Marley is first. Okay, so far so good. Yes, you're on the list, Heroes. You're kind of here, if I'm not wrong. Where are you? Here. There you are. Hey, yo. A Millie? How you say? Francesco, you're still here. So, yes, you're back on the list. I feel that you're a bit down below though. Feel that I'm gonna close the channel for submissions. I feel that my comment over here, Mr. I'm gonna call you the general because it's easier. I feel that melodically, like it needs something, at least something else. Maybe a change in the bass because the bass is really linear, you know, like it doesn't change from here. And the percussions are the same kind of from here to here, you know. So you do add more melodies, but I'm not hearing much of a change in the sound, you know. I'm not hearing something that is making the sound kind of groove more, you know. Like I feel that the bass is a bit too flat as well. It's like boom, 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 boom. Like it needs to be like boom, 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 boom. You know, something that would actually like. I feel that it needs a bit less notes, a bit less movement in there. You know what I mean? And here, for example, I'm missing some effects here. Everything just ends out of a sudden, you know? Like, I feel that it needs to, like, flow a bit better in that sense because the way that it is at the moment is just, like, happening and a bit abruptly happening, in my opinion. And Jericho, yes, you're still on the list. I think that you're here, if I'm not wrong. Boom. Let me just make sure that the order is correct here. Jericho is in front of Alex and XZ. Alex, are you still here with us? Yes, he is. Can you see how it's kind of like the same vibe as over here, you know? Like, you do add more stuff over here, but like I'm not sure that the song is really growing in terms of Avenir. Thank you so much for staying with us. I feel that Fisher's song is something that I'm like, it keeps on bum bum bugga bum bum bugga bum bum, and then when it comes with a blast of sound to you, and then with those horns and everything, and I'm kind of missing a bit of that horn as well, you know, because that bass, that lead, that kind of lead or horn, I don't know how to call this, I've already heard it over here, you know. You know, so it becomes a bit too much of the same, you know what I mean? It could evolve more, it could develop more into, one, it could have a little bit more groove because the bass is just a bit like boom, 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 boom. Like, it doesn't really flow to me that much. So, not something that I like. I like something that's a little bit pluckier. I know that's part of the style of the song, so disconsider if it's part of what you want. But I feel that this bit needs something else. You need more effects in the song. The song is quite dry, to be honest. It needs some horns. It needs some parts to bring up the excitement and bring tension to the song, you know? Tension and release. I feel that that's something that is missing in the song. Let's keep on going. Martin, it's you. A good example. Let's compare both. Same thing, missing a bit of effects over here. But I'm already finding this a bit more interesting because of the elements, you know? Like, it has a vocal, it has a melody. The melody is a bit too loud. But this is grooving a bit more with me, you know? The bass might be a bit too loud. Castle, have a good night. Have a good week. Cheers. Yeah, this bass is definitely too loud. Look how loud your kick is, how loud your bass is, dude. So you need to level these a bit better, in my opinion. This vocal is a bit loud as well. But I'm vibing a lot more to this than the previous song. And technically, you're using less notes than him, you know? So that's what I mean with groove, you know? And I feel that it started becoming a bit repetitive. Not repetitive, but a bit crowded here. Again, too much bass happening. And yeah. But I like the effects. I feel that the ambience, the attention and release is a bit better over here. Vocal could be a bit louder. This break, it could have something else. It could maybe have a bass. It could have, like, I don't know. The melody becomes a bit too much of the same in a point, you know? But I like how you convert from the build-up and everything. But I'd probably add like a something like this. That's something that I would add, you know? Bit too much low end over here. I like how the song develops here though. And I like that this is a bit too loud, this melody, and I feel that it can be a bit wider as well. I feel that the bass also became a bit repetitive. I would probably change it a little bit, like boom, 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 something like this. Changing the notes would be nice to get a little bit more. I like the vibe here. I would probably widen it a little bit more as well. I did like the song and I did like the vibe for sure. So yeah, let's keep on going because we have a lot to cover. Mr. Conductor, it's you. Two minutes and 50 in. Mr. Marin, I hope that was helpful and hope you liked the feedback. Oh yeah, we need to go back to this one. Kick might be a bit too loud. Yeah, at this point I'm liking the fact that it's below 4 minutes as well. hearing a bit too much bass. And I don't think there's just too much bass. I feel that it's like the side chain and the kick, they're getting one on top of the other. So make sure that the side chain is not getting on top of your kick, you know? Hey, Dizzy, I'm glad that you're still here. Mr. Full Octave, thank you for staying with us that long. A bit too much bass. I feel that it could have a bit more mids over here. Like how the song is developing. Probably wouldn't have the bass over here in the intro to make it a little bit better, more impacting over here in the drop. There's one percussion that is sounding a little bit more to the left. But I'm liking the vibe and the energy of the song here. But at the same time, like, maybe you could... Can you see how here there's an element? It's the counter hat that there's a little too much to the left. This part was a bit too much. It became a bit repetitive over here, to be honest. Okay, I'm kind of missing a break here. Like, I see that there's a small bridge, but that's basically a full drop song, you know. I would make this a break over here. Make it a break, and this is a build up of the break, you know. Oh, this vocal needs to come more in the song. And the lead is as well. That's the thing, the lead came out of nowhere. That's why I would make this a break, and I would make this a drop. This vocal and the lead came a little bit out of nowhere, but I would definitely keep them over there. Same thing over here. This became a bit too repetitive with that part over here. So my comments to you is like, how can you make this a bit like, one, add a break, two, make sure that you add more stuff here, because this is one lead and maybe like another lead could be better over there, or maybe just an ARP. But I definitely like the vibe. Like, again, comparing to what you've been sending to me, I think that in terms of vibe, this is one of the songs that I like the most. I feel that the kick is good. The bass, there's a bit too much content on the sides, maybe. But the overall vibe is nice. Again, more change here, and I feel that we're good to go. Hope you like the feedback, Mr. Conductor. And yeah, let's keep on going. Mr. Axe. I'm gonna go already to your... I feel that... Let me just make it a bit louder, X. Sunny Lax kind of vibes, yes, exactly. But I'm hearing a lot of kick. I'm not hearing that much bass. The vocal could be a bit louder as well. So I feel that it needs a bit more bass over here. Like, can you hear there's kick, there's sub, but there's nothing over here in the middle, you know? Like, I hear this. I'm kind of missing the rest of the bass, you know? Because I hear this, and I hear a lot of mid bass. Maybe a bit too much content here, but here there's a gap in the song, you know? Can you hear it? Something like this. Nice vibe though, really nice elements. I really like everything that is happening. I just feel that it needs a better mixing so far. Yeah, I would not add this kind of bass. Drone bass, filtered, in my opinion. and the kick came too loud over here. The vocal could be louder. I like the lead, but this like is just a bit too much. Like, listen how much bass you have in the stereo. This is the mono and this is the stereo. You have bass in the stereo that I wouldn't have. The kick is a bit too loud, too present, and at the same time it's a bit crowding the vibe, you know. Like the lead. Same thing over here, like I hear a kick, I hear a sub, but I don't hear like much over here in the middle, you know? This is the sub technically, but I don't hear much over here, so I definitely want a little bit more like that grit over there in the bass. A bit more chords as well. Because I kind of hear some delays, you know? 4 hours again, Andrew. Not sure how many songs, I honestly lost count at this point. I feel that this part needs some chords, like it becomes a bit too empty. Like the leads that you have, they had a lot of mids over there, and then out of a sudden all the mids were away. So I feel that you need a proper chord synth over there. I feel that you need probably a bit more bass, as I've told you before, and a little bit of some adjustments in the mixing as well. But overall, that's what I'm feeling at this point. Whew. Feather Vein, let's go. Hope it was helpful to you, Axel. And then you're a legend for staying that long with us. Thank you so much. Same thing over here, like I'm listening to a lot of kick and sub, but I feel that the kick and the sub could be a bit quieter in my opinion. Just listen to your song in mono, okay? I'm gonna play it over here in mono. Like, especially over here. And stereo. Can you see how you lose a lot of element in it? Like, the hi-hats remain the same, the kick and bass remain the same, but the boom, boom, they kind of disappear, you know? Liking the elements that you're adding, but again, I feel that there's some mixing things that to do that to make it cover. But yeah, there's the low end is nice. I'm not sure if I would have a low end like boom, boom, boom. I'd probably have like a boom, steady one, you know? Feels a bit overpowering at the moment. I like that it's 3 minutes long. Lovely melody here. I need to stand up for a while. 1 sec. Really nice break over here. Like, I love the vibe and everything that you have. Really good stuff. Like, to be honest, the break I think I like more than the drop itself. And this, I feel that it could be a bit faster. This was a bit abrupt, to be honest. And a bit EDM-y, to be honest, as well. I feel that the bass, again, not the best break. Not the best bass, in my opinion. I would have something steady, just a steady. Pads could come a bit louder. That bum 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 bum. It's a bit repetitive, to be honest. Hey, Extra, how you doing? But again, not a big fan of the bass. You know, the bass is just a bit of bum 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 bum. Make it steady. I feel that steady would be nice, and possibly even adding like some bow, you know, stuff like this. You know. Cheers, Axe. Hope you like the feedback, Mr. Feathervein. Let's go to Brandon. Probably some orchestral stuff for us to chill a little bit. Modera would like this. Kick is a bit not sure about it. I like the vibe, but I probably add some and some ear candy as well. Not sure about this snare though. Oh, it's a bit more. I think that I know what you're going for. But I'm kind of missing a bit of groove in the sound here. Like, this kick is not really adding the groove, you know? Maybe something like this, you know? This is really cool. I'm missing a bit of sub in that bass. Could definitely be a lot louder. Really creative stuff the way that you're doing, but I'm missing a bit more low end. Comparing to the percussion that you have, the low end could be a lot more present in my opinion. But the vibe is really good here. Good stuff here. I feel that your elements could be a little bit more centered as well. Like when I put it in mono, they kind of disappear a little bit, but just a little comment over there as well. But this is really cool, really creative stuff, dude. I really like what you're doing here. And let's keep on going here. Mr. C Rose, finally it came. Should I reload this? You said that you updated something, so I'm gonna reload it. So yeah, Max, the thing is, when stuff is too stereo, but it's supposed to be mono, you know? For example, when I put this song in mono, I'm gonna just for give an example. I can still listen to the core ideas and everything here. It gets better in stereo, but the core ideas are still there, you know? This is really great stuff, dude. Maybe the snare is a bit too low. I'm kind of there a bit piercing in my opinion. this is really good, dude. Was that a good example, Max? Just to show you, for example, the stereo and mono thing. Like, it's not that you have to be mono every time. Like, it's just that if it's a core element, it would be nice to have it over there, you know? And exactly, Thomas. I'm thinking the same thing. This vocal, for example, I feel it's something that I feel that is too stereo. Like, let me just take... Let's put it in mono now. I still listen to it. Same thing, so... Where is this vocal from? It feels like you just reversed something. But I feel like there's a bit too much high end in there. Love the lead over here. Love it, love it. Because it actually gives a different vibe that I didn't listen before. Dude, it's you? That's really good. I'm doing a spoken word pack as well, so if you want to participate with stuff like this, that would be really nice as well. Really cool stuff here. Let's keep on going and get the stuff done. Thomas, it's you. 2:15. Love it. Hey, Marco, how you doing?
I can see what you bring to me, so I think about simplicity. You know I think about.
Same thing with the stereo, okay, Thomas? Ah, no problem with the vocals, but listen to your sound in mono. Like the lead, it's not that it's not present, but the high end of the mids of it, they're just a lot louder here in the stereo. I would make it a little bit more focused in the center, I'd say. It's fine, okay, because you still have content in the mono. It's just the stereo is a bit too loud in comparison to the mono, you know. Are you still here? Alexon, are you still here with us? Canera, are you still here? Morsby, are you still here? Abdullah, are you still here? Aurai, are you still here? Yeah. Yeah, same thing over here. That's the thing. It's pretty much the same, you know? Okie dokie after Aether, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, just a matter over here, like how can you make this drop to a little bit different? You've probably heard this 1,000 times today, but yeah, I feel that the vibe over here is pretty nice. It just needs a bit more stuff in terms of the drop too. Maybe just like a one note string here. Possibly a louder kick as well. Okie dokie, let's keep on going. And Eric is still here as well. Cool stuff. We're gonna have like 6 songs that people are not here, and we're gonna do it probably be like in less than 1 hour. Mora, I think that I'll be able to go through your track, okay? Like at the pace that we're going, I think that we'll be able. Good stuff here. Really like the melody here. It reminds me a little bit of this song over here. This song over here reminds me a lot of this song. I see the line, I see the line. And I could see a lot of, like, I could see some singers there. One thing that you can do, Francesco, is just change the pitch a little bit, you know? A little bit. Just put one down, one up, you know, something like this. Kick could possibly be 1 dB louder. Just a sub over here, so maybe just EQ it. Just add an EQ and just go, like, really sharp on the note. Just sub, okay? Really great stuff here, though. I'm just missing that something else, you know, like, because it's the same vibe. I know that you're adding more stuff, but I would love to listen to a vocal here. I see the light. Something like this could be really nice. Really good stuff here. Really good stuff. Yeah. I feel that this top melody could come 1 octave down. I would try that, okay? Great stuff over here. Feathervein, my pleasure having you here today. Hope you have a good week ahead of you. And a pleasure having you here. We're coming to the last hour here. Mr. Jonathan, you're still here with us. Awfully quiet. Hey Benjamin, how you doing? Dude, I think that this needs a vocal. And I think that Sekora will take this. Okay? I know Zippy. Connor, actually, right? The way that you have it over here, it's nice. With a vocal, it would be like other level, in my opinion. So I personally would seek for a vocal on this one. I'm not sure if Lewis is still here, but I love this. And I mean, like, I don't know. I hope you liked it as well. And yeah. That's something that I would forward to you, Liz, but I don't know if that's good enough to you. But anyway, keep on going, Mr. Jericho. Now, love loving the ear candy here. Vocalist? If you can say, of course.
I hope you're on your way now, patiently waiting for your love. When I think about your lips on mine, makes me want to get lost in time, waiting for your love.
I'm just missing a bass here because you came from a moment that had a lot of bass and a moment that doesn't have that much bass. So, Elias, how are you doing? I'm kind of waiting for you here. Yeah, Big Reese could definitely do the work. Yeah, the bass definitely is a bit too loud comparing to the kick. Like, this is kind of one of my biggest things. I'm hearing that the kick and the snare, they kind of hitting like a little bit off. It's like, you know? So I would like, if you could fix this, that's the first thing. The second thing is that the bass is too loud. you could have a little bit more.
Hurry, boy, don't make me wait.
I would love to have like there's one song, not one song that I like that I feel that it could be a really great vibe for this. I can't play it over here because of copyright, but listen to it. I mean, like 51 million. I would listen to it. I would go for that vibe in that drop. It reminds me a lot of it, and I feel that it could be a bit more aggressive. It could be a bit more like that would make the song to a new level, in my opinion.
Take a step inside and turn off all the lights. Get close, follow my voice. Speed up the clock.
I agree with you, Mason. Today we had a lot of good tracks. A lot of good tracks.
When I think about your lips all night.
It feels more poppy, you know? And I mean, Jericho, like, the vibe that I'm going is more clubby, so it depends on what you want. But please fix this clap, the snare and kick, please, you know?
Such of you, the moment I see you finally through, I breathe.
The vocal is really good. Caitlin, wait, I'm definitely gonna. Did she record it all? Jericho? So here's a moment that I would not do. There are some vocalists that do this. The question that did she record it all, or did you have to hire a studio and stuff like this? The vocal over here, I'm gonna put it to mono, and that's something that, again, I've seen some producers do this. I personally don't like it, especially with vocals. Like it's still there, but vocals to me needs to be like that center, at least the drive version of it, you know. I know that you're using a double over there, so that's why you're creating this effect. But I would have one in the center and like use something like this for your doubles, in my opinion. I use this preset from Microsoft over here, double. Oh. And then I just come here and low cut it a little bit as well. These are my doubles. Really great stuff, but again, you know, fix this. Sorry for picking on you on this. Really nice vibe. I would go for something a little bit more clubby on the song. The vibe is really good though. So yeah, let's keep on going. We have Mr. Eric right now. Actually, I think that Rustin posted first and he just appeared. So I feel that it's fair to go to him. Let me just make sure. He posted a lot earlier. So yeah, it's fair to go to him. So we're gonna go back to Rustin and then we go to you. But Rustin is 2 minutes long, so it's gonna be fine. Appreciate you being here with us, Jericho. Really appreciate it, and I really appreciate knowing this vocalist as well. This needs a vocal. 100% needs a vocal. And be careful with the stereo because, again, when I put this in mono, especially before, there's a lot being left out. Please send it via messenger. Oh, you have my contact over there. Just send it over there. I like the vibe over here. I feel that it needs a bit more power, especially in the kick. Like it's feeling a bit soft. Let me raise the volume a little bit. But the kick could definitely have more power. Let me see what you said here. Not sure if I can watch it live, but looking for your comments. Okay, so yeah, definitely needs a bit more power, especially comparing to Jericho's song. You can see how much more energy it has over there. You have some elements that are too stereo, so I'd put them back in the mono field. Some crashes and effects would definitely be nice over there. like the elements that you're adding. I feel that the percussions there are a bit too soft. They need a bit more stuff happening. So yeah, I would add this over there. And again, a vocal, but I'm assuming that you're gonna add at some point here. Bigger bass, bigger kick, bigger snare. The snare is a bit too soft, too dry at the moment. Again, be careful with the stereo, and that's my comment. These are my comments to you. So Eric, it's your turn now. Oh, I remember the song. Really good stuff. But to be fair, I'm hearing that there's a bit too much kick, not so much over here, and I'm missing a little bit of that part, you know, like I'm hearing a big thump, but not much in the rest of the part, you know. Again, for the warriors who are still with us, if you haven't liked the video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now. You're already a legend for staying with us that long. You know, we really appreciate it. So let's keep on going. Again, such an honor to have you guys on Sunday night, evening, whatever, wherever you are, with me and with us over here in the community. It's just, this is the community, and this is why we're Abstrakt. So yeah, I'm missing a bit more bass over here. Like, I like the vibe that you have. I'm missing this bass over here in the middle. The high end is a bit too loud, possibly. Could be a bit quieter. Like the melodies that you have here are really amazing. I would consider for this break, because the melody is starting to become a little bit repetitive, Eric, to me. It's not the melody itself, but the bass progression. So consider, like, for the first 30 seconds of your break, do a bass change, you know? So it's, at the moment it's like, bah, bah, bah. What if you do like, bah, 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 bah. Something like this, just to change it a little bit, and then you go back to your original progression. Listen to the song Dunes that I've released. You can also listen to Toronto that I released with Colorize as well. I do this in all the tracks. The melody that starts the break, I change it halfway through and start doing something else. Conductor, pleasure to have you here. Have a great week. So I don't think I did it with Toronto, but I did it with Sahara. I did it with Fight for Us as well. Same thing. So no, Fight for Us, no. Sahara and Dunes. Always try to change the melody midway through, because it introduces something new that people will be like, ooh, that's new. And then you go back to your melody when you have your lead back, you know? We're almost done. We're almost done for your house. Vibe is really good here. Again, I'm just missing bass here. Like the bass is kind of like, I hear a lot of kick. I hear a mid bass, but I don't hear this mid kind of sound. I don't know if I can play it over here. Can you see like stuff like this, you know? feel that that's like, if you had this, would cover a lot of what I'm saying. I love the melodies that you have over here. Love the vibe that you have over there. I feel that have that bass be a little bit richer in the sound. Maybe there's a bit too much high end over there, a bit too much, you know what I mean? But yeah. Cheers. I hope you like the feedback. I've listened to this one. See you later, Jericho. So first of all, there's a bit too much high end over there. There's a bit too much percussion in the sound, not so much mids in the sound, okay? Oh, so yeah, I feel that, for example, if you have a bit of a big kick and sub over here, but there's nothing in the middle, so I'm missing a bit of like body in the sound. Same thing as what I've said to Eric, you know. And there's also a little bit more of high end, like there's too much shakers and stuff over there. It's becoming a bit too crowded over here to me, and also the percussion is not missing much, you know. It's not the mid end, it's really low end, you know, but you're missing like the second octave of that bass, you know. I feel that here you could probably take a little bit out as well. There's a bit too much.
Despite what we always hold, they want us to break down, trying to divide us both, erase what we found. But my heart, it urges to keep you closer. Come on, light the way, and any evil that we cross will pay. No matter what, I'll fight for us, even if the world becomes all corrupt.
Hey Keegan, how you doing?
We'll escape from reality, give another chance to dream. No matter what, I'll fight for us.
This part is really nice, by the way. Really like it.
Fight for us.
So I feel that there could be more low end over there that's missing. There could be the vibe is good, but it reminds me a little bit, especially when the lead came, the ARP came. It reminded me a little bit of the original. But the main thing is that it's missing a lot of low end to me over there in the sound. Like at the moment, I'm missing a bit of sub. I'm missing a bit of kick. And there's a lot of high end over there. And over there, there's also a bit too much crowd. Yeah, the kick should definitely be louder. For example, over here, there's just too much stuff happening. There's the vocals, there's the lead, there is the melody, there's the high end too crowded. Yeah, so too much high end. I like the remix in the vibe and everything. I just feel that the mixing itself, it's what could have thrown. Like, I don't remember listening to it, so it probably wasn't on my pot. But the mixing of it is what could have thrown like the song from a Yes to a Dismissed in the remix. Okay, the vibe is really good though. Like, I really like the break of it. I really like the energy of it. I must say though that comparing to the winners, I thought that the winners were a bit more original in terms of how the creation went, but nonetheless, it's still a good song. It's still something that I would consider taking the vocals out, taking the elements out, fixing, and then going with your as your own song. Okay, dokie. Hope that was helpful to you, dude. Canera, that's you. Before Canera, I'm gonna... Well, let's go here first. I'm gonna have to skip a little bit here. I've listened to this, if I'm not wrong. So, dude, again, I think that I've already said this to you in the previous feedback. I know that it's unmixed, and okay, it's your first track, okay. But I feel that the intro over here, like, I'm not sure if this is an intro or if this is a drop. Like, first the kick, like, not sure if... The kick needs to cut through the mix a bit more. The bass is too stereo at the moment. Like, there's a lot of bass happening in the stereo, and it needs a bit more sidechain. I think that I've already said to you this on a previous feedback. I wouldn't have the bass as bump, 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 because this doesn't have any groove, in my opinion, you know? Like, it doesn't groove, you know? It's just a bump, 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 you know? So maybe swing a little bit more like bum, 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 you know? And you can see that I'm using the same notes. I'm just swinging it a little bit different, you know? You need also an effect, you know, in the way in and the way out. Same thing here before, like bum, 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 like. And I'm not sure if I would do like a bridge to do a drop to go back to the break. Like, go from here to the break. Don't need to do a bridge to have 1 8-bar loop and go back to the break, you know? Here it's too empty. I think... Again, I agree with Mason. Already a lot better than my first track. But here I'm kind of missing a bit more stuff happening. I feel that it needs more elements here. Like, you only have a bass, opening, and cutoff. But I feel that you need more elements here. You need more... Like, you have percussions, which is like huge plus to you. But I feel that it needs a bit more elements, some chords, some leads, some vocal ambiences and stuff like this, okay? Dude, I don't know what you're talking about of what is vocal ambience and what is this. Go over here on the channel and you'll see a lot of the videos where I produce. There's a, like, I think there was like 5 weeks ago. I started a track from scratch and I'm midway through it. Go and check it out. And then we go back to here, right? I remember it going back to here. And I remember saying to you that your full drop, it's just based on your kick and your lead opening up and cutoff. Maybe you can change the progression. Bum 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 bum, you know, something like this. Or, as I would prefer, you know, something to have a little bit of the change of this bum 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 bum. Because if you listen, the whole song is bum 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 bum, you know. So change a little bit of that vibe, break the vibe a little bit, because it's like if I were saying I'm a dog, like, you're gonna be at one part, you're gonna be like, dude, I know that you're a dog, you know, like, just say something else, you know. That's kind of what I'm feeling at this point to your song. Again, take it gently, because this is your first song, and again, like, it's I know how much it needs, what I'm gonna listen to you when you submit songs again is actually like, how far is this song from the new song? That's what I'm listening at the moment, because you're developing at this point, okay? But again, make sure that your progression, make sure that your drops have more than just a bass. Make sure that your breaks have more than just a bass. Make sure that your drop one have more than just a bass, you know, because the whole song is just revolving around the same bass and the same progression and the same idea, you know? So how can you introduce more ideas to give the song a little bit more interesting and have a little bit more vibe and yeah. Okie dokie. Because again, this is the same bass from here, just open. You probably added some chords over here, but you know what I mean? Do you agree with what I'm saying, dude? I feel this is the first time we're really interacting, like, because I've emailed you a bunch of times and I had no response, but just let me know if this feedback is being helpful to you, because I'm kind of like not understanding if it's not or if it is. But anyway, hope you like the idea, the feedback. Let's keep on going. We have Mr. Forsby over here. Appreciate it, dude. Love the groove of the bass. Same thing, I feel there's a lot of sub. One, the kick could be louder, the sub could be quieter, the bass in general could be louder as well. There's just too much sub, not so much kick. Too much lids, not so much bass. So it definitely needs a kind of like a revamp in the mixing overall of the song, you know? I feel that this over here, the first part is just mixing overall, like just not so much bass, too much sub, kind of feels a little bit unbalanced in that sense, you know? Missing a bass here, like everything is building and everything, but I'm missing like more stuff coming in, you know? I feel that the vibe is good, but it became a bit repetitive, you know, like it's the same thing, it's the same lead from here to here. Not only this, but like if you listen to this in mono, the lead disappears. And not sure if Max is still here. Yes, he is. this is a pure example of something that I wouldn't do, because again, you have a really nice lead, but when you put it in mono, they completely disappear, you know? So that's like, I don't think that it should disappear in that sense. I think that it should diminish a little bit, but not disappear. The bass is not so present, like you have a lot of mids happening, but not a lot of bass over here happening. And you have a lot of sub happening, so a lot of mixing to arrange this a little bit better in my opinion, and this could be really nice in my opinion. The vibe and the energy is good, it's just that it needs a bit more in my opinion. Okie dokie, Mr. Abdullah, now it's you. Some Lanikia packs, right? I know it, I know this one. So far, so good, Mr. Aether. Are we doing this in 4 hours?
Remember. Close my eyes. I remember everything that
I still have to go through Moras as well, so I hopefully can go through Moras. Mate, so I would just push a little bit of those mids a bit more. Like, kick is fine to me, this is fine. I possibly would push a little bit of the sub. Like you're playing E here, so you probably have an E also over here that I would push a bit louder. But I'm missing a bit over here, you know. There's a bit too much etherealness in this vibe, not so much body in the bass, you know. And here, like, if you don't have bass, I would not have a kick. Like, make it a break, but not. Either you have kick or I wouldn't have a kick without a bass in melodic techno, you know. Like this section in the middle doesn't work to me, in my opinion. Especially because you and the vocals are a bit too loud, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to skip a little bit because we still have like 6 songs in half an hour, so. So just add a little bit more body in that bass, you know. I feel that it needs a bit more energy. Not energy, but body there. It needs a little bit more crunch in the sound, you know. You need a bass here, for example. You had a lot of bass here, but now you have like literally nothing of bass, you know.
Sometimes I thought the tears would.
But I mean, I'm not meaning crunch as in like you need to distort it. I feel that you need to add like a top mid bass layer, you know, to add a little bit more like a. The perfect example is this song over here. This is what your bass is needing, and I have this preset on my channel, so yeah. Yeah, and a Reese bass over here.
I remember. Our keys is the echo of this particle.
Not really sure about this section. Like, listen how much more bass this has in comparison to this, you know?
Do you believe in
Like,
destruction?
you're warming up for the drop, you know? Like, I wouldn't warm up for the drop. That's the kind of stuff that you don't want a warm up for. You just want to hit it, like, right in the face, you know? It's kind of say, like, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna hit you, but, like, just hit them, you know? Like, I would go from here to here directly. Cut this part in the middle, in my opinion. The vocal is too loud again. And I'm probably missing like a something else over here in this drop because it's kind of the same as over here. So maybe like a lead would be nice. And again, an example for this is a track that I normally recommend, which is Ignition by Quake. Really nice vibe and does exactly what I'm saying you to do over there.
never ends.
Amq, you're a legend for staying that long, okay? Thank you so much. Have a great week ahead of you. Okie dokie, let's go to Marco now. 3 minutes, love it.
It's still to run back for you. You are a thief of my heart.
And then we have the people that are not here.
You lost it all in the dark and left an empty heart. Rising, your arguments can't change me.
Good
All
stuff.
that I have is my own restraint. You can follow me.
See you later, Edith. Oh wow, it's your first track either? Like your first track?
You can follow me.
Kick could definitely be louder. I feel that's the main thing. The kick needs a little bit more punch in that sound. There's a bit too much over here. And the mids kind of already saturating the sound.
Like an empty heart, but all that we had is gone.
Just checking if it's the same thing before and after.
My heart. Keep trying to forget.
Yeah, there are some parts of the vocal that are not in sync, you know.
And left an empty heart.
Like this and left an empty heart could be a bit faster in my opinion.
Your arguments can't change me. All that I have is my own restraint. You can follow me.
The vibe is really good here. Leads could possibly be a bit more mono. Could have a bit more mono sound. I would say that I feel that they're fine, but the mono could be a bit louder. Damn, dude, if that's your first song, your future is bright, dude. Great stuff, Marco. Like, kick louder, I think that's the main thing. Leads a little bit more in the mono. Possibly add something different in the drop too, and take a little bit of those mids over here, like those 800, 600 that are a bit too loud in my opinion. Mora, let's go to you. I'm gonna go fast, okay? So I feel that there's a lot of bass over here, but I don't hear that much attack in the kick, you know, like I would add a little bit more attack in the kick here. Pretty nice vibe here though. There's a bit too much low mids over here in the element that you have. This guitar kind of it. The guitar has definitely a bit too much glow in there. Too much pianos as well. I mean, the vibe is really good, Mora, but I just feel that you have, like, the mixing needs a lot of work over there, but the vibe is definitely really good. Yeah, just a bit too much low mids over there. Hope you like the feedback more. So like clean a little bit of the mix, especially the low mids. They're a bit too crowded. And I feel that that's mainly it with the vibe. Yeah. Let's keep on going over here because we have Diego that we need to go through. bass is like way too loud. Nasty. At this time of the game, I wasn't expecting this. Kick and bass, really good. Maybe a bit too loud. Not sure. Yeah, I feel like the kick and the bass are a bit too loud, yeah. Especially because the kick has this bit over here that it's a bit too loud, so I would probably open a little bit of space over there as well. I would probably add a little bit more mids over there, more arcs as well. So yeah, too much kick, too much bass. And I feel that that could solve a lot of issues already with the song. I tried waiting for you to come, so that's why it took me so long to go through your feedback, Diego. I feel there's a bit too much high end, too much mids on these sounds. Really cool stuff, but there's just a bit too crunchy, a bit too high. Snare's a bit too loud, so I feel like some elements are a bit over the top, to be honest. Nasty. I feel like now there's a bit, kind of feel that there's a bit too much sub now. Not sure if it's only at this part of the song. Yeah, no, too much kick and too much sub, but I feel that there's definitely too much sub overall. Having to lower it a little bit, actually. I wouldn't start this drum right away as you're doing. You just do a too abrupt, to be honest. And then you probably just the ending of the song, right? We did the same as this. That's mainly my comment. My comment is that there are some leads that are a bit too loud, some kicks, and the kick and bass overall is a bit too loud as well. Overall, that's my main vibe. The vibe is insanely good. I really like it. Yeah, let's keep on going. Who else is still here? Who else is still here with us? I see that there's 13 people watching, and I can assume that Mason is one of them. There's also Andrew, I'd say. There's Anand as well. Let's go to your song over here. Mix Warp is still here. Aether is still here. Mr. Krishna is still here. Yeah, boy. Good to have something a little bit softer after that song. I feel that kick and bass are fine here. They're in a good level, to be honest. Maybe the bass is a bit too loud. Maybe I would see this kick a bit louder. Another killer stream. We're like 15 minutes away from the end. The kick and the snare, they're not hitting in sync. They're like, you know? I really appreciate you all staying this long with me and everything. It's really, really pleasant to stay here and giving feedback with people, more people here. Mr. Jonathan, I know that you're still here as well.
I feel like I'm afraid to say how I feel, to know I let you down. 'Cause late nights,
Really nice vocal here as well.
don't wanna let you down.
Oh, damn. At this point of the game, Abdullah, thank you so much, man. You're just a legend. At this point of the game, I wasn't expecting, so I really appreciate it.
I don't want half
The vocal is a bit too loud.
if it's only your heart.
Yeah, so the vocal is a bit too loud. I feel that's the main comment of the song. Overall, the mix sounds really balanced, but the vocal is just a bit too loud comparing to the rest of the song. But really nice vibe, and the kick and the snare thing could also be tweaked as well. Who do I do first? Let's go to Red Cheeks. Dude, so the first thing is like, this intro is a bit too long. Like, first of all, like, imagine you have vocal. Oh, Max is still here as well, nice. But imagine you have like vocal in the intro. Like, this is not gonna be played in an extended. This is what matters actually in the song. And this part is actually quite nice. You know, the kick is supposedly in a good level. Possibly could be a bit louder, but I just feel that the sub could be a bit louder. Liking how everything is developing. The shakers are a bit too loud here. Probably would have a hi-hat here. Cool lead here. But I mean, like you're already going for the drop 2 in the drop 1, in my opinion. Like, this is something that I would like to listen in the break, and you're already doing in the first drop, you know? Like, I wonder what you're gonna do over here in the drop 2. The lead is quite nice as well. But can you see her, like, I'm scrolling through, like, percussions are growing, but we're kind of in the same mood here. I'd probably want to listen to a little bit more leads over here and everything. Because this is kind of what it was already there, you know? Other than the shaker, you know? So like, it took you a lot of time to go this. I probably would go from here to somewhere like this. Add these elements probably over here. Like, this is a bit too dry in my opinion. Needs a bit more stuff. I don't know. And here is the same thing as this, you know? So I feel that the drop 2 and the drop 1, they kind of fit the same thing. You know, they're doing the same thing. They have a little variation between them, but essentially they're doing the same thing. I would go for a drop 1, break, drop 2, because you don't have enough content for 2 drops, in my opinion. You're just doing another variation of the same thing, you know. It's like it's the same kind of car, but with a different, like a slightly different color, you know. So make your drop 1 a bit longer. At the moment, I feel that this is an intro and this is the drop 1, to be honest. That's how it's feeling to me. So make it clear if this is the drop 1 or something like this. Make a longer break. Add some melodies, stuff like what you can listen on For a Feeling from Artbot or something like this. And then you go to the drop 1. But I like breaks that are a lot more ethereal and everything, like For a Feeling, and not so dry as what you're doing. The pieces are there, as Avenir is saying. It just needs to be rearranged in a way that it fits more of the song, okay? I have to go through quickly through your song because of like the amount of songs that we received today. But yeah, let's keep on going. Mr. Alexander. First of all, too long of an intro. I'd probably make it a lot simpler. But let's listen over here to what you have. Well, yeah, this intro is a bit too long for 1 minute. I'd probably have it shorter. But like, what a vibe. What a vibe. Kick could possibly be a bit louder. Possibly the percussions are a bit too loud. You're growing the percussions. You're adding more elements, but be careful over here because there's just a lot of content over here and those mids over here. And now I'm barely listening to the lead that you have because again, like, it's so filtered underneath the frequencies and the pads and everything that it's hard to listen to it, you know? And now at 2:30, like, it takes 1.5 minutes to go through here. I would go in 1 minute. Would be a lot easier to go through. Change the bass a little bit. I feel that I would make a smaller bass, different kind of bass as well, because I want to change the vibe a little bit over here. I want a smaller vibe from what I had in the drop. Really nice lead here though. I feel that the thing about this drop is that it's kind of spoiled because you have the same bass all over the song, you know. So make sure that the drop, the bass in the break is a bit quieter. So this way, when the drop comes, it hits harder and everything, you know. And here I'm kind of missing something else, like a. Something like you already had this lead before. Something like this, a different kind of lead, you know? Something like this, you have something different over here. I feel that you're just going through the same thing that you had before, and I think that it would be a nice vibe here. So simpler break, chiller break, different kind of bass patch could be nice as well. And I don't think that outro, well, that kind of lead is what I was missing over here in the drop. So just add it over there, take that outro out, make the song a little bit more compact. I feel like that's the kind of stuff that like. Probably a label would ask you to remove, you know, because it's just like a bit too long for a radio edit, 7 minutes in my opinion. So shorten this intro as well, make the drops a little bit smaller, make the break a little bit chiller, and yeah. Last one. Whew. There's just a bit too much stuff happening over here in the low end, Morty. Just be careful because you have a sub, you have a lot of basses as well in the low end. And I'm not really sure that the bass that you have is playing around because you change the chords. It's like and the bass remains the same. So make sure that they have the same progression, you know what I mean? Can you see how the bass is one note and the chords are changing the notes? Make them follow, you know? And over here, do the same thing. Like, it feels like it's the beginning of the song, you know? Like, I need something else that wasn't there. Like, this story you've already told us. Same thing over here. Feels like it's lacking some percussion, like it's just a kick and a clap, you know? And I hear there's a tick, 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 but I feel that the main thing is that you're trying to tell a story that it's revolving through this, revolving on the same subject, you know? Can you see? It's almost 4 minutes of. It's almost 4 minutes of the same thing. So again, structure. Drop one, introducing idea, introducing a motif, drop a break, then you just develop a little bit of the motif, add the motif, like reinforce it, and then the drop is kind of like the climax of the song where like everything happens, you know. But at the moment, everything is happening at all the stages of the song, and it's happening the same thing all over, you know. So that's why I would probably pace it out a little bit and do it a little bit differently, like work a little bit on the structure of the song. I feel that that's the main thing of the song. In addition to that, the chords, again, like you're changing the chords and you're changing the root note of the chords, but you're not changing the root note of the bass. So it feels a little bit like dissonant, you know what I mean? My friends, good night. It's also, we've reached the end. Thank you so much for staying with us. I really appreciate everyone to staying that long. We've gone through a lot of songs today, and again, I really appreciate another successful live stream with everyone over here. It's just amazing to stay with you on a Sunday, and I hope to see you soon on the next Abstrakt video next week, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Cheers, my friend. Thank you so much, everyone that stayed that long. TM, Benjamin, Marco, Avenue, Either, Max, Jonathan, Mason, Mixwarp, Krishna. If I'm missing someone, please let me know here in the comments as well. But I really appreciate everyone for staying that long. Cheers.